everybody. Oh my God, I should probably mute. I was just checking on my phone to make sure everything's okay and we're running smooth. So I have a friend with me, you guys, and what's better to review Hellfest than with my dearest buddy, Mr. David Heretic. Hello. Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? All right.
Yay.
We're here.
Thank you again. Thank
Stop
you.
it. Stop it. I don't deserve all these accolades. Stop it, please.
Well, you're famous. You're on the news. First of all, you were in a famous band. So let's just put that out there real quick.
That's debatable. I mean, I've been in a lot of bands, and some will say that some are more famous than others. I'll be honest with you, I don't really see it that way. I don't think any of the bands I've ever been in all that famous, but I mean, we've had some success. I'll say we've had some success, but I wouldn't say we're like household names or anything like that.
You're famous, and that's all that matters.
Fine, whatever. Hey, look, it's your show. You say it, we'll go with it.
Well, not only that, you leave some really good, you put some really good content on YouTube from a musician's perspective, a professional musician's perspective, whereas I lack. I just like to show people what music does to me and how it affects me physically and emotionally. But you get that professional aspect, and I appreciate your honest and genuine reactions. That's what drew me to your YouTube channel in the first place, David.
I remember that.
Right. Yeah. Nightwish, of course. And
well, yes.
And coincidentally, we've done a Nightwish stream before, a couple of them actually. And, it's been a while, and we're doing Hellfest of 2022. I'm excited.
Awesome. I'm just curious, is this the same show that they've been doing on this whole 2022 tour?
This is the Human Nature tour.
Okay. So the set list is pretty much the same.
Yeah, the set list is the same. Okay. And what is so fascinating is that they're hitting all of these major festivals. They just did Deutschbrand or what is it called? Damn it. Now I can't speak the German language. This one is in France. Hellfest is in France. I'm praying to the Nightwish gods that they will do Wacken of 2023, because that will be the official 10-year anniversary, of all. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Please, God.
Are they going to play? Are they going to play Wacken in 2023?
I hope. I know they've already headlined, so it's kind of, I don't know. I've heard that they can't headline twice, but that's their 10th anniversary. I think that they should.
Well, I mean, they don't have to headline, but they could be right under the headline. They could be the opening act for the headline.
Right, direct support.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
You know that term. Not many people know that. Usually a lot of people will say, direct support, and people will have no idea what that actually means. Direct support actually means you are the band that goes on before the headliner. So I'm actually, how do you know that? How do you know that term?
Well, I've been around the block a little bit.
Yeah. You've been around there. All right.
Yeah, I'm still in last night's hair. My hair is all done still from last night. Oh, man.
What was last night? What'd you do last night?
I can't say it on the internet.
Okay. Well, look, I'm just saying, I'm like the National Enquirer here, inquiring minds. No,
I had a little bit of fun. It was all good and good, clean.
Go on.
And no. So, also, what I love that you were featured on a segment on the news with reactors, and I was like, that's my friend. And I think you did well, man. I think
thank you.
You spoke eloquently and professionally, and what most people don't understand is when you were on those types of things, they cut, they edit, they make it sound completely different from what you've said. So a lot of that can be misconstrued and whatnot. And I know as a reactor myself, I will be upfront and honest with everybody. I don't care, because I have nothing to lose by being honest. Absolutely. I have been approached by bands, record labels to react to their stuff. I've never once been given a script or anything, but
you're lucky.
But when you say that you were, I believe you because I've had so many interactions with you. I have talked hours and hours and hours with you.
Yes, we have.
Like some people don't realize this, but we're friends in real life where I
Yes, we are.
actually can call you and be like, David, what's up? And you will be like, this is what's up. And,
Yep.
you know, I keep the people in my life who are just amazing and honest. So I just want to congratulate you on that. And I think that you did a phenomenal job representing the world of reaction channels. So
that was my goal.
Yes.
That was definitely my goal.
You did good.
Well, I feel like I did pretty good. When I was interviewed for that, I was interviewed for over an hour. So just to kind of give you some context.
Yeah.
I was interviewed for over an hour with this, and only like 2 minutes of it ended up, not even 2 minutes of it ended up. So like 98% of what I said ended up on the cutting room floor, unfortunately.
Right. That's what happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of what I said, because of that editing, ended up looking out of context. And that was not at all what my intentions were. So I just wanted to clear, since you brought it up, I wouldn't mind clearing up a couple of things.
Yes, let's hold on first. Cedarman Magic, thank you, bud. That's my buddy right there. He's my favorite. We're gonna kidnap Billy Vallow.
Weirdos.
We're gonna kidnap Billy Vallow together.
Nice.
You didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm deaf. What?
I didn't hear anything.
Clear the air for me, please.
Sure.
Because I have just one snippet to add, but after you're done, sir. So I'm going to let you take the floor.
Well, I mean, the biggest misconception that people were saying about the interview was that I was lying about, being approached. And I think we've already shown that that's not true. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure a lot of reactors have been approached by record labels, talent agencies, management agencies, bands themselves, whatever. And yeah, I know you've told me.
I got the proof to show it too.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's that, but I think what a lot of people misconstrued because of the editing, they edited out the part where what I said in the interview and what was shown in the interview was I was approached by these people. They offered me money. They offered me a script. And I said, at that point, it's no longer a reaction; it's a commercial.
Yeah.
What they cut out.
Hold on, real quick.
Sure.
You and I talked about this on the phone about that, so I just want to clear that up real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what they cut out was at the end of that, after I said it's no longer a commercial, they cut out the part that I said afterwards, which was I turned every single one of them down. I told them all I have absolutely no interest in working with you if these are going to be the circumstances. If you want me to react to your band, I'll be more than happy to. But I do not use a script. If you want to pay me for that, that's fine. But I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. You may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. At that point, they stopped communicating with me, and they didn't want to work with me anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Right there, but when you say that, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I won't trash you, but I'm just going to say this is not for me. Right then and there is when they all run for the hills.
Yeah,
you'll never hear back.
Negative press.
No, thank you.
Of course they don't want negative press.
Thanks for your time. That's what you get. So, okay, we're going to hell.
Woo!
Literally, Hellfest.
I'm all for it. Look. Okay, this should tell you I'm ready.
Merciful Fate.
I'm ready.
Oh man, that's a great band, right?
Love that band. King Diamond is one of my vocal idols, man. I love King's style. I like his solo work even more than I like Merciful Fate. I think the stories he tells in his solo work are phenomenal. Abigail is still one of my top 3 albums of all time. If I was there to be stuck, I had that question asked. What if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only take 3 albums with you? Which ones would they be? Abigail would probably be number 2. Dream Theater Scenes from a Memory would be number 1. And number 3 would be what was that album? No, actually it wouldn't be. It would be Soilwork. What's that double album from Soilwork? I forgot.
I don't know, but the Soilwork with Floor Jansen is really freaking good, man. One of the best.
That's where I recognized her. When I was doing my reaction to Ghost Love Score for the first time I saw her, and I kept thinking, I've seen her before, but where have I seen her? She looks familiar. It was later brought to my attention when she appeared and she played Let This River Flow with Soilwork. Good Lord, that was good.
Oh my God, one of the best songs ever.
So good. And I saw her and I'm like, I recognize her. And then someone reminded me of that. And I was like, that's where I saw her from. And then it all clicked. They're both on Nuclear Blast.
Of
you know, that
course.
was like that explains everything. They're label mates. Cool.
Of
that
course.
It all.
Thank you, Tria. Oh, Tria's awesome. She is from she's from Canada.
Oh, she's from Canada. Yes.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah. It's such a magical land. Are you all ready to go to hell? Because we are.
We're ready. I think we're not going to get any readier than this.
Let's do this, y'all.
Boom. Let's do that.
Look at that crowd. Holy shit balls.
It's a festival.
There we go, Kai Hato.
He's so focused. Oh man, performing in the daytime is always rough.
Look, did you see? That's the warm up. That's Kai Hato warming up, just getting that blood pumping through all of his limbs that he uses, almost every part of his body to be that Nightwish drummer. Just what an exceptional drummer Kai Hato is. He also does drum lessons for kids. This dude is amazing. And then you see those little pop.
The squids. Yeah,
that's the pyrotechnics just warming up for what's to come, man. Tawaka, thank you, love. All right, let's do this.
Hey, we're getting some comments. Song quality is not that great.
I'll shut up then.
Let's see what we can get.
The machinery, feel the scream soon. In this misery, lead some so shoot yourself close to the death. Have a near life experience it on their beach. Now you're a starving, ever talking is a feast. You're about in your life. You have become so of the fool. You don't go ready to shove your dance. Color your and the crowd together. Night from the sunless world. Down there in this
There we go. I removed my sound so you couldn't hear me swearing.
So did I.
What is it? What? No, our mics are music. Our mics are definitely muted here.
Yeah, I muted mine, so it's not us. It's not us interfering.
Let me file share here. Let me video file share. Ooh, I think maybe that would work. Well, where is Hellfest at? Right here. Can you hear? It's backwards. Yes.
That's fine.
201. 201. We were at 201.
Yeah,
sorry, y'all. So. This is never I'm telling you what, y'all, this happens from time to time where it just gets grumbled, but just bear with us. We will fix it. You know, me and David we've got this.
We'll figure it out.
How I bleed, please ensure I have such empathy. How noise, how beautiful
over here hitting the bass. You know, I love Troy's projection when he hits noise.
He jumps up.
Oh, it's so good. I have goosebumps. I'm so mad because I just shaved my arms. Look, I got these goosebumps everywhere. And I'm like, no, don't grow back this stupid Sicilian blood of mine. No. I actually got a laser hair removal tool like that. I could do it at home. Yeah, yes,
Lord.
you bet your ass I did. I don't want to have hairy legs no more. I'm done. You know, but I loved to witness this live in person. Like, I was right up front, man. And I was this woman, Martine, and her husband, Patrick, actually from the Netherlands, got me up front there. So and my friend Bree was there. It was such a magical experience. I can't even explain how.
So you were at this show?
No, I wish.
Okay,
this is in
not
France.
this show.
I'm talking about New York City.
Gotcha.
Human Nature Tour. That you were in LA. I was in. You went twice.
I went twice thanks to a fan who needed help. I mean, there's a big difference. I wasn't planning on going twice. Phil's a great guy, man. He's a great guy, and I was so honored to be able to take him to that show.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know the story, there's a big Nightwish fan who came on my channel and was in the comments saying that he wanted to go to the show, but because he's legally blind, he needed someone to take him. He had a ticket, and the person that was going to go with him bailed. Oh. So I contacted him. I said, listen, if no one else hits you up, call me, hit me up on Instagram, and I'll go with you.
You are a saint, man. So I can't believe somebody bailed on him.
I'll take you. I'll take you. But and I'm glad you're paying for the ticket. But since you're paying for the ticket, I'm paying for dinner
and the gas.
So I took him to M Grill. We had a great time, and the guy's a trooper, man. He's an absolute trooper. He's got like no sight whatsoever, and he lost his right leg to boot. From the knee down. He had to have his leg removed, and that's
bless your heart, man. Bless your heart for being such a good guy, man.
Nah, the guy was he was so grateful, and I was so grateful to take him. I had such a good time with him.
That's awesome. So. That's amazing. That's such an amazing thing that you did for him. It's even though you got to experience Nightwish, you got to help him get there when he I bet you he had the worst feeling in the world when his friend bailed out on him. I couldn't even imagine being I would have been devastated.
He was panicking because this was a reschedule. He had bought tickets originally from when they had to cancel.
Yes.
And he's like, they've had to keep canceling. I don't want to miss them. This is on my bucket list. He was going to die. He was actually literally, he had like 6 months to live because he's on dialysis. And he was telling me that they told him they had 6 months to live. So he made a bucket list. And on that bucket list was seeing Nightwish. Luckily, he's fine now. He had the transplant. He got the organs he needed. He's perfectly fine now.
Now he can go see them whenever he wants.
When you're told that you have 6 months to live, I mean...
Yeah. And that friend, I'm going to tell you what, man, I don't care for what circumstances that is something that you know that this guy's going to die. And that's his bucket list. He's been waiting years. We've waited 2 years. We waited 2 years for the concert to come to Nightwish to come to the United States. 2 years. They had not been to the United States for 4 years. And because of COVID and all the canceling and blah, 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 blah. So under no circumstances should anybody have had to cancel it. But if he wouldn't have, you wouldn't have been able to take his place.
True. So I had a great time hanging with him, and I made a friend for life that day.
Hell yeah,
and,
man.
And I hope he knows, if he's listening, I hope he knows he's got a friend for life too.
That's right. So Phil,
he's got my number. He can call me anytime he wants. So.
Absolutely. And when David says that, he means it. All right, you guys, are you ready to just finish out noise? We're going to have to pause a little bit because it is, the copyright.
Copyright.
Like and this will be broken up into a couple of parts, you guys. So bear with us. Okay. We're going to do our best to get as far as humanly possible today, but we will have to do in a couple of parts. So
yeah, that's fine.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeehaw. We'll have to fucking pause button.
If it plays.
oh no! I think. Look, man. Hold on. Let me remove this.
And it didn't freeze, did it?
add it back to the stream. It must have. The awesomeness of noise was like, noise, no.
And the crowds will gather. Noise from the soundless road. Your memories black, only your copy stares back as we the brave new world. Noise to decode the human voice. Pretty sorry and paranoid.
Yes. Can we just do that one more party game real quick? Hi, Tori. I love you. All right. One more time, y'all. We got to do that one again, man. Because she just drew just her. Oh, she's so awesome. Ready for the breakdown? All right, man. Okay, so, oh my God, that pure awesomeness, my God, how can you even not want to, like, this is my bucket list to find a bazillionaire. I don't want you for just your money. I just want to be able to go to just follow Nightwish wherever they are, every concert, just, that's my bucket list, that's my retirement goal. I even know by the time I retire, their Nightwish is going to be in walkers and everything.
Just see if you can get on their road crew and you can get a job working for them and you'll go everywhere they go.
Oh my God, could you imagine me being a part of Crew Wish? Oh,
there you go.
I can't sing though. I can't sing. They're very talented. I can't. Do you see how comfortable Yuka is getting? It's what a difference from the Islander Arms virtual show where he was so stiff. That poor guy looked like a fish out of water. But here, he's so good.
I don't know about the show you went to, but the LA show, I'll be honest with you, he didn't look stiff, but there were moments where he looked a little unsure. And he kept looking into Troy like, is this where we switch places?
Impu too, like Impu, Troy, and Yuka.
Impu was the one who kind of took charge on the stage though. Like Impu kind of looked at Troy, looked at Yuka and went, "What? Okay, we're switching now." And then he would walk over, and then Yuka would look at Troy, not Troy, and look at Impu walking over toward him. He would go, "Oh, okay," and then they would switch. But it was always Impu starting it off. So I still have a feeling Yuka was still not 100% comfortable, but he was. He didn't look stiff though. He didn't look scared. He didn't look nervous. He looked sure of himself. He was still looking for cues.
Right. I think he's more comfortable. It's weird because in the smaller, more intimate venues is where we both witnessed that. Like he was looking for the cues to go. But I think after playing a bunch of shows, he's getting so much more comfortable in his place. And also, like in these big festival venues, I don't know why, but he seems more comfortable in the big festival venues from what I'm noticing now.
It could be just comfort. I know me personally, I like bigger crowds. The bigger crowd, the better. I'm weird. I mean, I know a lot of people suffer from stage fright, and I wish I could say I relate, but I don't.
Right.
For me, I get more nervous when the crowd's small. So when the
Mm-hmm.
crowd is big, like I have played in front of 107,000 people, and yeah, Texas, gotta love Texas, man. Opening, we were direct support for Leonard Skinner. We went on right before them, so it was a big show.
Look at you, you're a famous musician. I told you all.
When I saw 107,000 people in the crowd, I was the one going, yes.
That's
Everybody else
awesome.
in the band was like, oh my God, that's a lot of people. I'm like, that's not enough.
That's right. Hey, remember we were talking before we started this live stream, and I was telling you about my buddy here, Aspen, and what happened like yesterday. So we want to take a moment and say our condolences to Aspen Burnett and his family for losing his father. And I know where you're at, kiddo. I love you. We send the utmost love and support to you.
Is Aspen in the chat?
Yeah, he's here.
He's here?
Yeah.
Dude, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
We love you, buddy. We love you, okay?
Dude, take it easy, Aspen. Seriously, take it easy, man. Just relax and,
enjoy.
Grieve, but, celebrate his life. Celebrate the life.
Yeah, just when you start feeling really bad, think of the good, happy memories. That's what I have to do every day.
Absolutely.
All right. This stream, we're going to dedicate it to Phil and Aspen, Mr. Burnett.
There you go.
Burnett fam. There you go. Of course, this is going to do this again.
Of course.
Human horizon, something terrifying sleeps.
You go. Yes.
Great show opener.
Yes.
Merci beaucoup.
And then, of course, in the French language, merci beaucoup means thank you. Oh man, it's nice to see how comfortable that Yuka's getting. He's even Floor said when I think it was a couple of weeks before she released Fire. It was actually, she live streamed on Marco's birthday and said, because somebody was asking about Marco and she's like, well, nobody's Marco, and we really need to not put that standard on Yuka, because nobody is Marco. Marco is Marco. And so, when I met Yuka before the show in New York City, I was still grieving the loss of Marco leaving Nightwish. And so I was still grieving it for many, many months. And then when the Islander Arms hit, I was hit with that VIP interview with Yuka coming in. And he was talking about having this be his dream. His dreams are coming true. So that there softened my spot for him. And then when I met him personally. And I said, we welcome you with open arms. I absolutely watched that interview. And from that point on, it was such a pivotal point to accepting the fact that you are now here and that this is your dreams. And he was so humble and so grateful and so receptive to what I was saying. And he was just like, thank you so much. He was such a sweet, kind-hearted man. And I'm judging him based off of how he acted with me in front of me. And I knew before the show, I had that soft spot forming for him. And after that, it solidified my opinion of him. Yep. And I welcome him with open arms. And I mean that thoroughly.
Absolutely. Now, whenever you have a member of a band leave, whether because they were fired or because they quit, doesn't really matter what the reason is. What people have to understand is there is no replacing that person.
Nope.
And you're not replacing that person. You're filling that position. And people need to understand and keep that in perspective. Look at Metallica. When Cliff Burton passed away, and Jason Newsted came in, everybody was hammering on Jason because he wasn't Cliff. Well, folks, nobody is Cliff Burton. Cliff Burton's my freaking idol, man. He's one of the biggest influences on me personally for my bass playing. And there is no Cliff Burton other than Cliff. Nobody.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So it was a very unfair situation with Jason coming in. And honestly, I think it was handled very poorly because Metallica kept saying this is Cliff Burton's replacement. And I'm like, that's the wrong word. Yeah.
See, that's
the wrong thing. You should be saying this is the newest member of our band. This is this is our new bassist. But they kept saying Cliff's replacement. I was like, it's so bad.
Is. But Nightwish didn't do that. They're like, we have a session-based player that's going to fill in for Marco, and we're going to give Marco his space. They were very eloquent. I think they learned from past mistakes, especially with the Tarja incident. They learned to keep that more diplomatic and more like, user-friendly and more like kind of PC in a way, but not PC, but as to not hurt the fans of Marco Hayatollah. I think they did an exceptional job, but right now there's a new article out and I think I might do a video on this, and it's the most recent interview from Marco that he has not done an interview in over a year and a half, you guys. So what I've read, it pretty much solidifies that, he's doing his thing. He's got a new baby on his way. He's happy. He's gotten through these dark moments. And also he is touring right now with the Northern Kings. And he is doing, I think what I got the read off of is that he wanted to stay local and not tour like Nightwish. Nightwish is everywhere. They're all over the globe. They tour like I've never seen a band tour before, And this is why this concert that we're watching has over 1.5 million views on it.
Wow.
This is why. Yeah. Yes. All right. So the next song we're going into is Planet Hell. And, because I do have the set list. I have a cheat sheet right here, you guys. It is the same set list as the Human Nature tour. So if you've been to a Nightwish concert recently, this is the same set list that you have, only it's in a festival standpoint. And I wish I was there. I'm just saying. All right, Aspen, take care, bud. Take care. You guys ready to go to Planet Hell? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
It's gonna have to do it like this.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Come on now. Why are you playing with me? Uh-oh.
There we go.
All right, Planet Hell.
Merci beaucoup. We are Nightwish. Very, very, very happy to be back here on the baddest hell on earth, Hellfest. Some of you. I have a feeling tonight will go down in history, never to be taken for granted. Thank you.
right. So,
Pause.
yep. We have to do that. This is a reaction business, and you have to put those pauses in there. So, this is a very, it's Marco dominated on this song really well. But what I really enjoyed seeing since the Islander Arms is Floor and Troy actually stepping up and not replacing Marco's vocals, but what I noticed is they have more. We emphasize more with Troy and Floor, and they work together. Just like Marco and Floor work together with all of their songs. And even in the Islander Arms, Impu improvises some of Marco's lyrics with that beautiful guitar of his. It's it's such a great thing to see. When, like you said, when the band's members come, members go. And,
Yes.
I was such a selfish asshole for such a long time. I was like, oh my God, I want to see Marco with Nightwish. And that was my selfishness. Instead of worrying about Marco's happiness and what's best for him, I was bummed out,
But that's very easy to do when you're wrapped up in a band and you love that band, you love everything they do, and then one person leaves for whatever reason. Like, look at the Beatles. Look when Paul left. It was the same thing. People were like, "I hate Paul. Nobody can ever listen to their records ever again." I'm just like, guys, you have to understand that they're human beings, and they have to take care of themselves first and foremost. Do we all miss Marco? Yes. Look. We all miss him, okay? I understand that, but at the same time, we have a guy here. We got Yuka coming in, who is a great bass player. He will get more comfortable in time. Will he ever do backing vocals? I very seriously doubt it, but that's why Troy stepped up, and he's now covering the backing vocals,
Right,
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. They move forward.
Yuka sings. He sang with Winter Sun. Now, so I think once after the Human Nature tour is all over with, and he does, like you said, he becomes more comfortable. I think that's when he will he will lend his voice. I am curious to see. I haven't seen him sing with Winter Sun, so I'm gonna actually go and research and see how well Yuka sings, because I'm not gonna compare his voice to Marco's, because no one is like Marco. Let's just face it.
There's no comparison.
Right. So, but I want to see how he performs like that. Another thing I wanted to touch on really quick before we go back to the song is what the fuck was I gonna say? I just had the biggest brain fart moment ever. Oh, you were gonna
say something. You were gonna say you're going back to something.
Fuck, shit. Well, I'm old. I'm old. I forget what I was gonna say. No, really though, that's what I was gonna say. Ha! I don't have Alzheimer's just yet, people. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yet. Strong yet. So, like, we were talking about bands with people coming and going. Now, Marco actually took the place of Sammy, and Sammy was the original member of the band. It was Sammy, Yuka, Impu, tuomas, and Tarja. And then Sammy was out, Marco came in, and then Yuka left, and then Kai Hato came in, and then Marco stepped away, and then now Yuka came in. So like we have to just agree to disagree if we are okay with that, and also know that they are human beings. And like what David said, I love that they are human freaking beings. They're not machines.
No.
Tawaka, thanks, bud. All right, you guys ready to finish out Planet Hell? We might have to stop one more time, but that's just the reaction business. Ready, David?
Yeah. I'm ready if you guys are.
Let's do this.
I'm always ready.
Dude, it's like, I think it takes a minute to catch up, because it's like, wait, you paused me? Now you paused me?
Dare you pause me?
I know. You jerk. It's like, I have to do this. It's like, come on now.
You challenge the consequence. Say it's over, it hurts, it loves, this world burning for me. Mysterious away.
Yourself for the very men. That was I love this part. Oh. Yes! Yes! Ah! I love it, man. My God, you see that too? You see tuomas?
Oh, the piazza? Yeah, but look, you gotta go up. I mean, I know our video's flipped. I kept looking. You know, the funny thing is, I keep forgetting the video's mirrored. So I saw him down on the lower end of the keyboard. I'm like, did he have like a couple octave pedals or a couple octaves up? I mean, this is looking weird. And then I remembered, oh wait, the video's flipped. He's actually on the high end.
I know.
That makes sense.
I'm like, damn, that keyboard's got the notes backwards. It's totally mirrored, you guys.
No, I love it. It goes from the one hand, on the one hand, and then it goes to the part that just the step. He always stays on the root, and he moves to the second, third, and fourth, and he does it all with the one hand, while the other hand just stays on the root. So, and then it goes right back so smoothly to the single hand again, and it's like, wow,
one-handed, dude,
one-handed until it goes to the two. And then it goes right back to the one again, and it's like he's just showing off at this point.
No. I think it's muscle memory at this point, man, because he does that at every show, man. It was so cool. Amy Lee forever, thank you. You guys in Europe, please stay hydrated. Everybody in Europe, please stay hydrated. Everybody in the States, please stay hydrated.
It's hot.
Yes, look at this. I really encourage you to go on Amazon and buy yourself a Brita water bottle with filter in it, and you could just put tap water in it. I drink like 7 of these a day. I love it. It's Europe is literally in hell right now. I feel so bad.
I heard it's brutal.
So what song is next on the set list? Let's see.
Oh, God,
Tribal. Now, y'all, I'm a white girl. I have white girl genes. I can't dance to save my life. I think my mother did not pass on that trait to me in the DNA tree, because my mom could cut a rug. Me, on the other hand, yes, I'm stuck. So, all right, man. Amy Lee, love you, girl. All right, you ready? We're going tribal.
Sounds good.
Is this gonna happen every time or what?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Come on, man. Oh,
the
great.
joys.
Son of a biscuit eater. Come on, there we go. All right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
After 2 years of sitting on our couches and sitting in lockdowns and listening to our governments, we're finally let out in the wild. Feeling good? Yes! So let's go a little tribal, shall we?
Look, man, I'm really grateful that the cameraman zoomed away real quick, man, because I was captivated and hypnotized. Did you see me? I was like,
yeah.
Oh, man, I'm pausing it, man, because I will offend somebody out there.
The tribal edge!
Damn.
Come on, Brad!
Ready for it? Like those stops are so just spot. Everybody stops.
On a
It's
dime.
like, yeah,
On a
yes. Everybody in the whole band. Do you guys know how hard that is to
The
get
more
everybody?
people, the more people are involved, the harder it is to be precise and have everybody stop, bam, on the dime. And everybody, I love everybody when on my channel. I don't know about you, but I mean, when I'm on my channel, I'm doing reactions. I'm always counting. It's kind of a big deal for me because I am a musician, and I'm a bass player. And if you talk to any bass player, any drummer, man, counting is our life. That's what we do, you know? So to get everybody to stop on a dime, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and you know, we have to know exactly, do we stop on the E or do we stop on the you know, which one do we get? But if you're not counting, you're not going to know. So, but that's why counting is so important. And I mean, everyone's like, I love how they stop together. And to me, it's just counting. But to the average person who knows nothing about music, it is a big deal. And it is important. And it is impressive to see not just 2 people, but to see in this case, 5 people, 5 musicians. And well, Flora doesn't play an instrument, she sings.
Right.
But to see 5 musicians
like, wait a minute,
all stopping on a dime like that, that's impressive. It is impressive. It means everybody's counting, everybody's locked in, and that's important in a band. So there's the 5 guys or who are playing instruments. You got Troy, his uilleann pipes and everything in the background, his bouzouki and his vocals too now, and he stops, Yuka stops, Kite stops, tuomas stops, and Floor is those animalistic sounds she makes. Yeah.
And, oh goodness gracious, she's so just magnificent, and I can't help but just be enamored by her every time I see her.
She is a phenomenal front woman,
without
question.
One of the best.
When we went and saw Nightwish the first night, I went with Mrs. Heretic. She and I went together, and that she was so enthralled with Floor.
I know,
man. Take your eyes off her. And I was like,
I seen your review, man. It was good.
Are you trying to tell me something, dear?
Listen, man, it don't matter what your sexuality is.
No, she said straight up during you saw the review. She's like, she's my hall pass. I'm like, I got no problem with that.
Look, man, no matter what, she's just that powerful woman, and she radiates just that magnificence of hers, man. I think she does. Her confidence is phenomenal. Yeah, her stage presence,
confidence and stage presence.
Yeah, professionalism, charisma. Too. Yes, all the good characteristics she has. I was just thinking about that too when you were talking about professionalism. Like when her hair gets in her face, she doesn't sweat it. She just gently, just ever so gently, just flips it. Tria, thank you. I love y'all. Just stay safe, Tria. All right, now we're gonna finish out Tribal, and then we move on.
I believe
from
it's Elan.
Tribal to Elan.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Of course, we're gonna have to do. Of course, we're gonna.
I love that.
God, that ending, my God, man.
I think what makes the ending special is the fact that they went to that triplet feel afterwards. They're going straight, but at those last two measures, if you listen to Kai, he goes from and it goes in that triplet feel 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it just that you can feel it. You can feel this is the end, and that's because of that triplet switch up. Exactly.
Yes.
You can feel it. You can feel it coming because otherwise it's straight ahead. And it's like, there it is.
Now my son, I took
really
Matt, my oldest Matt, me and him, and him and I and my friend Jackie went to New York City. We got to see the band, right? And he has been in band since 8th grade, and he went up to the wind ensemble. He was first chair. He was the leader in the band camp and everything. He's a flautist. He played with the Cleveland Youth Wind Symphony, went to the Vatican, toured Italy. This kid has got a $10,000 flute. It's got it's an orchestral flute. Yeah, it's silver. It's silver, and it's one of his most prized possessions. And I'm going to tell you what, when we were at that concert, he's like, God, he goes, Mom, damn. I was like, yeah, Floor, man. Yeah, she's fucking amazing, ain't she? He goes, yeah, she's great. They're all
she's great. But
let
me guess,
that drummer. No.
Oh, Kai. Okay.
That drummer.
Yeah.
It didn't miss a beat.
No.
That he goes, I was mostly impressed with the drummer. I said, that's Kai Hato, man. That dude's a beast. He's got one of the most talented drummers ever, man. I love him. I think he does so well.
Yes, indeed. All right. He's a phenomenal drummer.
Okay, so I just think he's, he stepped in when Yuka had insomnia problems, and just, he had to take care of himself. So about Endless Forest Most Beautiful, that's when Kai Hato kind of came in, and, because Yuka was friends with Kai, former Yuka, the old drummer, was friends with Kai, fan of Winter Sun, knew him as a band from Finland, so they all know each other. And also, so when Yuka exited the band and Kai Hato came in, it was, he had to leave to take care of himself. Right. And then kind of history repeated itself with Marco. And then, it was so weird. I was like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. So a Yuka is in the band. Yuka has to leave. Kai comes in.
Yep.
Marco leaves. And then another Yuka. It's meant to be, so.
There has to be a Yuka in the band. There has to be.
Absolutely. All right. So next is Ilan, one of my favorites. It's emulated on the bottom of my whole leg. I love her. The music video is so beautiful. It's like she's in this beautiful cocktail gown with her hair it's half up, half down, and with her bangs, her hair's beautifully big curls, and she has an old school microphone, and I wanted that. A bunch of old actors from Finland are in the video. It's just a great song. So here's what's next, y'all. Ilan, you ready, David?
Ilan, let's do this.
Let's go with this here. Oh, God bless America. God bless America. Come on now. Where are we at? 15:11.
Why would anybody say anything mean to you, Amy Lee?
Wait, what happened?
I just saw this.
What a sight you are.
Wait.
I just saw that in the comments. I love this woman in her community because no one said anything mean to me.
They better not.
Why would anybody say anything mean to you? I don't understand that. Why? It's a rarity. Well, I mean, she's not wrong. It is a rarity, but I mean,
I'll tell you what, man. If anybody says anything about anybody in here, I'm going to lose my shits, y'all. We are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to support one another. There's enough toxicity on the internet. Amy Lee just had open heart surgery. So, if anybody's mean to you, girlfriend, they don't know you, and they're not worthy of knowing you. Yes, I do have a giant tattoo. Luckily, I shaved. Let me get my...
Good thing you did.
My gnarly foot up here. There.
Doing those
Can you see it? Can you see it?
The heck is that?
It's Floor Jansen, fool.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, she's kind of big. She's
she's kind of a big deal. Yeah.
I fucking love her, man. I wouldn't have anybody else tattooed on me. Just yes. All right, let's go. I'm embarrassed now. You see my feet. Hey, at least I have pedicure.
Yeah.
My feet is pedicure.
are in an extraordinary mood. Let's join in on the line!
That was my computer.
Listen to a daffodil tell her tale. Let the Caspian walk out, be the first to creep and walk. In matters of heaven, await harvest. If some jumps cold waters untouched, the oaks where creatures get down to. Finally, your number came up, free for the beast that will you sing with us, Hellfest? Come, taste the wine, praise the line. They will guide you from the light, riding nuts till the end of time. Come, surf the crowds, raise the dawn. It feeds from the runs undone. Lead me where it reaches the sea. The answer to the riddle before your eyes is in the leaves and fleeting skies, turning swans and succulent smiles, riding thunder gardens in the middle of a lover's lane. Building a sandcastle close to the shore, a house of cards from a
Boy, boy.
home from the fellowship, boys and calm, light and lyric for the soul. Only
You can understand.
we want to hear you sing again, even louder. Come, taste the wine, raise the line. They will guide you from the light, riding nuts to the end of time. Come, surf the clouds, raise the dawn. It feeds from the runs undone. Meet me where the king reaches the sea.
Dude, we're gonna ride high on the shooting star. Let's go. Ready?
Riding high on shooting stars. Open mind, have a laugh at the afterthought. Pumping deep, let the devil back see. Travel with weighty lanterns, drinks at the funeral. Come, taste the wine, raise the light. They will guide you from the light, riding nuts till the end of time. Come, surf the clouds, raise the light. It feeds from the runs undone. Meet me where the cliff reaches the sea.
Ready for it? Come. Yes.
Beautiful.
God! My God, man. Can Nightwish write a bad song? No.
Not a
No.
bad song, no. I mean, I've always made this a point on my channel. I've given certain bands certain songs higher scores than others. But I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, they've never written a bad song. There are just certain songs that are better than others. And I know I'm going to say something, and I could very well upset a few people in the chat, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Wait, let me put a disclaimer out there. Okay, just
Yeah,
because
my
somebody doesn't-
views do not reflect upon the views of
Right.
Just Jen Reacts in any way, shape, or form. They are my views completely. Okay.
There it is.
Do not blame Jen for this. Out of the entire show that I went to, and I saw them play this show twice, back-to-back nights, I can honestly say, out of the entire show, this is my least favorite song.
Well,
It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good song. It's got a good groove. It's got a good feel. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just out of all the other songs, I like all the other songs better. That's all. It's nothing personal.
I think this more is a more Celtic feel, just like I Want My Tears Back. You know, I think it's just, I think it showcases Troy and the Bouzouki even more. So it's more fairy tale like. I think it's still Nightwish though. Let's still put it out there.
It's still a great song. It's well written, well constructed, well executed, great chordal flow, great melodic lines, great instrumentation, great arrangement. Everything about the song is great. I just personally, it's just personal taste. I'm just not the biggest fan of the song.
See,
but it is a great song though, you know.
Shut up, David.
I'm just saying, you know. Look, give me Dark Chest of Wonder over this any day. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you know, Dark Chest of Wonder is a 100% good time.
Dude. That song rocks so freaking hard.
It really does. The next song, though, is going back to the Imaginarium album, Story Time.
I just did a reaction to this, so I'm familiar with the song. I recognize it now.
So okay, so I have my favorite singers when it comes to Nightwish songs. Annette is my 100% favorite with Storytime, Meadows of Heaven, because I don't think Flora has covered it. But Tarja she reigns supreme in Sleeping Sun and the Siren. That's where I am just, and Phantom of the Opera is just, oh my God, mind completely blown. Tarja, Walking in the Air as well. I think it's you know, I just, Floor is just knocks it out of the park everywhere, but I do have my preferred singers.
Sure.
And this is Storytime off Imaginarium. And this is actually the highest rated album that Nightwish, out of all of their albums, has sold the most copies, which is Imaginarium. So
really?
Yes, sirree. Yes,
okay.
yes. Annette was more poppy. She was more she's with the dark element now. She's really, really good. She's very, very vocal in her beliefs. She's a very strong woman, and I love her to pieces. And she's just, when my dad died, I played Meadows of Heaven for Mustelada. I did a reaction video. When his father died, he asked me I would do a reaction for him to help him get through the grieving process. So I said, absolutely. It was about 6 months before my dad died. And that whole day I played, the first song I reached for was Meadows of Heaven with Annette. And, you know, I shared it to my Instagram story, and she actually shared it on hers, because I was like, Annette, thank you for getting me through one of the hardest days of my life. So she really recognized that. And I really want to give Annette props where they're due, because she's a good woman. So, all right.
I haven't experienced Annette yet, so I haven't heard anything from her yet. So.
Scaretail is amazing. Yes, if you can, please put this on your list. Bump it up for me personally. Just please,
You're
no, seriously.
A lot, Jen.
just bump it up, not immediately, but please, when you find the time, do Scaretail with Annette. It will 100% blow your mind.
I'll see what I can do.
Scaretail. I almost forgot about Scaretail. I'm going to send you a video of me and Roman with Scaretail, man. It's funny. All right, here we go. Story time, you guys.
Necrotic Narcosis. What's up? He just said hi. So.
Very good. Very good friend of mine.
Good. Yes, it is. Most definitely. Story time.
I wish I could do the imaginary movie. I tried. Maybe.
I'm a paper
Yeah. All right, some of you guys might not get this joke because I'm American and we dirty as fuck in the minds, right? So I'm like, hottest, yeah, he's definitely on that stage, on the side stage, making sure that those babies don't fall out of that. He's like, I hope my wife's don't, I hope she don't spill out of that type. But that corset maker, that she actually used that for the oh God, which tour did she use that for? But the Wacken, the 2013 Wacken, that beautiful black corset, she went to the same corset maker as that. So that is custom made. So she is not spilling out of that, unfortunately for us people that want to see it. Thankfully.
You speak for yourself. You leave me out of this. You dirty minded. Leave me out of this.
All right, let's go back. Let's do this before I get myself in hot water. Shut up! Yes! Pop it! The skunk puppet. I think we need to pause it before this epic just
yeah.
Dreams of every man.
A big idea.
Like, you have to understand my sense of humor. I don't mean it in a callous, malicious way towards Floor. I think she's absolutely beautiful. You already know how I feel about her. I'm just making jokes. I would rather see her have a wardrobe malfunction than Janet Jackson any day of the week, even though Janet Jackson didn't even show a titty.
Wardrobe malfunction.
There was a pasty on there, for
Christ's sake. It was bland. We all know it was bland.
Man. Come on. Just like those leaked sex tapes that the celebrities have.
Oh, yeah.
I just think, you know what, if Floor Jansen did have a wardrobe malfunction, I would feel mortified for her in all actuality. I would be like, oh my God, no. I would try to just, I would just feel abundantly bad for her. It's just because of every woman's fear, but I think Floor Jansen would handle it in stride. She's confident in her body where she doesn't, it wouldn't, but I would still be a little bit mortified for her. Like, oh my God, my poor thing.
I think to some extent we all would be, because she would have experienced firsthand what many of us fear.
You're right, being naked in front of an audience of thousands of people. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can all relate to that. So, I think we would all feel bad. But like you said, I think she's so confident in herself. I think she would just take it in stride.
She'd be like,
honestly, what she would do, this is what she would do. She would duck off stage real quick. And then get it fixed, come back on stage, and she'd come back on stage, she'd go up to the mic, and the first thing out of her mouth would be, so did you all enjoy that little show? I guarantee you she would.
Right.
She's that kind of a person. She would make a joke of it, and then she'd move on. You know?
You know, she's had wardrobe malfunctions and she's had problems with zippers before. But she again is human being, and nobody is perfect. There's always going to be a mishap, especially with that little shit Impu. He's always doing these practical jokes. You know, I haven't seen one yet, but I'm sure there's one of he's such a funny guy. I
don't think he would go that far, though. I don't think he would go so far as to cause a wardrobe malfunction.
No,
messing around with someone's in-ears is one thing. You know, that's fine. You know,
right?
But,
no,
you know,
she would just look down on him like, "Are you fucking kidding me, bro?" Like, I know, but he respects the hell out of her. I don't think that would ever be
Kent K said, David, I thought you'd been naked on stage plenty of times. We don't talk about that part of my life, Kent.
Oh my God. All right, let's finish out.
College was expensive, okay?
Oh Lord. Dude, he has to pay for college somehow.
I had to get through, man.
Oh man, this is the best stream of my life. All right, let's go. Oh man. Oh, tough. I went back a little bit. Oh well. Come on, man. It worked for me before. There we go. No, Annette does not sing this part. Yes, I'll bring that up after the song. Dream solves every night. Fuck yeah. Wow.
She got a little grit and growl at the very end on her voice. That was a nice touch.
I love that.
Nice little touch.
Yeah, I love that too when she ups the scales like that. You know, I'm thinking Floor, when you seen her at your venue, where I've seen her at Terminal 5, there was all sorts of fans on her. You know, and I know being up there in the sun during the daytime, midday, all of those people, the body heat alone, the lights, everything, the pyrotechnics, oh my God, those poor guys. I'm like, oh, I would have been sweating and be miserable, but they hold it in stride. Look at Impu though. He's in a button-down shirt and everything.
Wearing that jacket, man. Wearing that velvet jacket. How he always does,
man. I'm thoroughly convinced it's air conditioned. We just don't see it.
There's gotta be some sort of cooling system in that jacket. There's gotta be cooling coils or something, because I mean, being on stage, just those light. I mean, forget about being outside. Even when you're indoors in a climate-controlled area and it's dark, just the lights alone.
Yes.
That stage heats up so fast. In 10 minutes, it's sweltering.
Yes.
And with all you guys, with everybody moving around stage and everything, it gets super hot up there. I remember watching him wearing that jacket the whole time. I'm like, is he ever going to take it off? And he doesn't.
Nope.
From start to finish, he wears that thing. And I'm like, okay, this dude must go, after the show's over, he must go backstage and get an IV, because that's the only thing I could think of. Because you can't drink enough fluids fast enough to replenish all the moisture that's going to get sucked out of your body wearing that jacket. You're going to sweat a ton without a jacket. Just wearing a t-shirt, you're going to sweat a ton on stage. So his dedication to his image is phenomenal.
On point.
Absolutely
100%.
phenomenal.
You should have seen his face when I told him, because before the show I had a meet and greet experience with them, and I cried like a total bitch. I was like, Nightwish, you helped me through the most darkest times of my fucking life, and I love you. I could never pay you guys back enough, but just doing reaction videos. I didn't even say, hi, I'm Just Jen from Just Jen Reacts. I just started out like, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for just being there for me and never giving up on me. And whenever you're there, or whenever I need you, you're always there for me at the touch of a button. And you have just helped me grow as a person miraculously. It's just been such an amazing ride. That's what I spoke with from the heart. And then I told Impu about the sex dream I had about him. I didn't even say that I had a sex dream about him. I was like,
that's a little too much.
I'm like, I didn't even say that. I'm like, I saved him for last. I was like, bro,
wow.
Now this is why I'm going to save the best for last. I said, because I had a dream about you. And then he goes, uh-oh. I says, oh no. I says, oh no, it was all good. I said, I ain't never been able to look at you the same way again. And he turned bright red, and I'm literally in front of him the whole show, right? So I record Ghost Love Score, right? And he completely flubs the guitar solo. Like the guitar solo, I told Impu before the show, I says, you are the only man that has ever made me cry during a guitar solo. Because I said more to him than just the dream and all of that. I really touched on, I just wanted to make Nightwish laugh, right? And I did. They all just died hysterically when I talked about that, you know, but it was so freaking hilarious. And listen, they play so many damn shows. And so many people were like, oh, he screwed up the guitar solo. Yeah, and he's a human being. Yep. So what? We are all entitled to mess up. He's not a robot. And
that's one of the great things about playing live. You know, and that's one of the great things about going to see a live show is one of the main reasons I go to a live show is I like seeing those mistakes. You know why?
Thank you.
A,
makes
it
them
proves
human.
them human. B, it proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're playing live. There's no lip syncing going on here.
Yes.
And 3, it just shows. I like seeing how they react. I like seeing how these because musicians will react in one of two ways. They'll react by having an utter and complete meltdown, which I've seen. You know, like a hissy fit. They take off their instrument, they throw it on the ground, they walk off stage, whatever. Okay, fine. That's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it is you can have fun with it. I saw a great video. Now, I'm not the biggest Avenged Sevenfold fan, but I saw a great video of it was a guitar solo. Sinister Gaze was doing a guitar solo, and he was up at the front of the stage, shredding away, and he starts walking backwards. He forgets where the ego block is. He trips over the ego block backwards. He literally falls on his back, just flat, somersaults out of it, stands up, walks up to the mic and goes, I meant to do that, goes right back into the solo again. And everybody cheered, you know. It's how you play it off. You know, everyone's going to make mistakes. I've never played a perfect show ever.
Right.
When I play a show, I'll always make at least one mistake, but I play it off and I have fun with it.
Right. And that is all in good fun. When I went to Sonic Temple Festival, the Disturbed headline Papa Roach was there in this moment. Gojira. Christian from Gojira was burned with a pyrotechnics during the song Stranded. I mean, severely burned, not just a little second-degree burn. He had third-degree burns, but he continued the show, and he went to the hospital afterwards and came back. But, you know, Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach was on the stage. He slips, he falls right on his ass. He gets back up, he laughs about it, and he's like, look, I fell on my ass. Oh well, it's fine. And we all laughed about it. We carried on. And it was one of the best shows ever because it proves their humanity and their humility. Like he fell down. Okay, but for Christian from Gojira to actually, and that's another band from France, that for him to get burned and continue on like nothing happened. I seen In This Moment that was such a great lineup. The Black Dahlia Murders, it was such a sick lineup, and I'm so grateful that I got to experience that, go down to Columbus, Ohio to do that. It was just a good time. Yeah. So the next song that this is a staple. If you see a lot of people in your comment section when you're doing Nightwish reactions, if you see the term "How's the Heart," now this is in the Nightwish community, just basically asking you how your heart is today. How are you? That's basic. It's a greeting, and it's like a term of endearment as well. Like it's showing you care about others by asking them how they are. So this is the next song that is up. It's such a beautiful song.
Is it the song's "How's the Heart"?
Yeah, it's called "How's the Heart."
Okay. Oh, this is the one. Is this the one that they did the duet, the acoustic guitar duet?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I saw in the comments a couple things. Just want to touch on real quick.
Oh yeah.
Bill Goodwin said, "Can someone enlighten me what band David was in?" I don't actually give that information out, Bill. I don't like advertising my bands because I don't want people getting the idea that I'm using YouTube to promote my bands. So I'll talk about my experiences. I'll talk about my experiences on stage, touring, performing live, interacting with fans. I got no problem talking about that, but I'll never give the names of the bands that I'm involved in.
No,
no offense. I just don't like doing that.
Like, I don't even know the band's name that David's in. I've been friends with him for, I asked him, I think, to touch on it once before. And it was the very early beginning of our friendship. And he says, no, he said exactly the same thing. And I just left it alone. So, I think that's your prerogative. You want to tell people if you don't.
I can give you some names of bands I've been in the past, but I guarantee you're not going to find anything on YouTube because this was like back in the 90s and early 2000s, you
might be surprised. Somebody might have recorded you, David.
Well, there was The New President. There was This Side of Time. There was Zero Signal. There was Do Not Resuscitate, also known as DNR.
Kelly.
What?
Oh, my dog just ate.
Oh.
My dog just ate cat litter. Are you serious?
Lovely.
You guys talk to David for a second. I got to take this dog upstairs and give her some water because she likes to eat kitty treats.
Is that what you call kitty litter?
Yeah, dude. David, take over for me for 1 second.
I'll take over for a little bit.
Gotta love live shows. Kelly, what the hell?
I'll answer
Get away from me. Don't you dare lick me. Ew.
Oh, God, what are the bands? Mass and Page. Okay, Mass and Page you might be able to find footage of on YouTube, possibly. But that was a long... I still had short hair back in the day. So, yeah. That's about as far back as I'm willing to go is Mass and Page. You might be able to find some stuff on YouTube from them. David, did you get to In This Moment? Not yet. They're on the schedule. I'm going to be filming them next week or this coming week. I mean, probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. So Amy Lee Forever. I have not gotten to them yet, but I will get to it. I promise. You're in the queue and you're on the queue. You're in the schedule and I will make sure it's ready for a September release. Guitarist, improviser, solos when live. Yes, they do. Damien O'Sullivan, a lot of guitarists improvise their solos when live. Maybe that might have been mistakes they can disguise well. Of course, well, that's what improv is. You ever hear the old saying, close enough for jazz? Yeah. A lot of jazz is improv, especially when it comes to solos. So yes, indeed, that's very, very true. Another reason to go to the live shows is the guitar player may do a different solo. So yeah. Let's see. Other questions. David keeps that a secret. Yes, I asked once, but he didn't want to say it. Nope. I don't want to say what bands I'm in currently. I will say I'm currently involved. I'm not going to name names, but I'm currently involved with 4 different projects. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see. How's the Heart? Full band this time. Not acoustic. Really? That's kind of a bummer. I'll be honest with you, folks. I liked that acoustic rendition that they did. I think I had heard the song before, but I'm not 100% sure with a full band. But when they did at the concert at the Wiltern, they did it just Floor and Troy on the acoustic guitar. It was nice. It was really nice. It had that intimacy to it. Now the band did come in about halfway through. The band came in very softly, very subtly, but it was really nice, man. It was a great arrangement. You never know. Yeah, there might be some Super 8 out there. That's true. There might be. I'll let you know, David. Think I heard a DNR. I very seriously doubt it, Brian. We had now we did. Okay, Brian, if you're familiar with the band Fair to Midland, we did tour with them. We were support. It was us, Fair to Midland, Alternate Sound of Life, and I forgot what the other band was, but there was 4 bands. We were one of them, and we toured around supporting Fair to Midland for a little while, right before they signed with Surgical Strike. So this is before the Surgical Strike record came out. So we did tour with them. So it's possible. It's very possible. Now we talk like men. Manly men. Except Jen's back, so no, we can't do that.
I need this song. I need How's the Heart now.
Thank you, Yuha. That's right. You're a busy man, David. I try to stay busy. I like this version. How's the Heart?
Thank you,
maybe this. There we go. Okay, call cut up. Hey, and we're back.
I can't believe I don't even have to clean the litter box now. Thanks, dog. Why do they do that? I don't understand dogs. That's so gross. She gets the best food too. And a $50 bag of dog additives. It's called Stella and Chewy's. Dude, I put these freeze-dried pieces of, I have to wet it and put it in hot water and mush it up in their food. And I give them the best food ever. And they still go in the damn cat box and eat poop. I'm done. I'm done with them dogs. All right, let's go back to the show. God bless America.
Are you still doing good? How is the heart?
Oh, yes.
No child.
Never know.
We meet a stranger for exile. How's the heart while it still beats? Ask to no one, another time though. Sorrow hides well in your shell. The fellow moon with her to spare. Dear one, here I am to share the fear. How's the heart in silence? How's the road getting lighter? The sound you may hear. Come in the fire's fall, burn the rope and dance some more. Let's dance some more.
All right, so we're seeing them play the regular version of How's the Heart, but with the smaller venues in the United States, they did do this acoustically with just
It was
Troy.
so good.
It really was.
Dug it.
I did too.
I dug it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love this version as well with all of the electronics and the instruments, but that intimacy between. Not like intimacy, but the intimate moments shared between Flora and Troy during that time. It made that bond of theirs ever so just clear and abundant. It was just so beautiful.
Almost
what did you think?
Necessary. Almost necessary. Like, like after Marco's departure, it was almost like a necessity that there had to be that bonding. And publicly demonstrated. So I thought that was a very classy way to do it.
Mhm.
Damien O'Sullivan asked, what the biggest show or festival I've ever played? That would be the one in Austin, Texas, where we were direct support for
Leonard
Leonard
Skinner.
Skinner. Yeah.
What is that? What did you play? South by Southwest?
No, it wasn't even a big fest. It wasn't a huge festival. It was a 1-day event. It was literally a grand total of 5 bands. The headliner was Leonard Skinner. We were direct support. There were 2 bands before us, and then there was a band afterwards that kind of helped people exit out. But there was according to what I heard from all the stagehands, there was over 107,000 people in the crowd.
Damn.
And we went out. I peeked out. What happened was I love snooping. I love doing it. And everybody's getting dressed. I'm already dressed. The last band before us was unpacking and was packing up and leaving the stage. I peeked out behind stage right around the right wing. And I peeked out, and all I could see was a endless sea of heads.
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't even see the back. And I said, under my breath, I was like, there must be 100,000 people out there. And one of the stagehands was walking by me, coiling up some cable. And he's like, 107. I looked at him, I said, what? He's like, there's 7,000 people out there. I just started jumping up and down. I was like, yes.
What a crowning achievement.
We made it.
Amazing. All right, so we're gonna finish out. Look at Troy's face, man. He's just in pure.
He's in it. He's in the moment.
He's got the Uilleann pipes out now. If some of you don't know Nightwish, this here is the Uilleann pipe. It is like a bagpipe in the same family, but instead of using the mouthpieces in a bagpipe, the bellows are actually from the arms. You know, he's pumping air from the arm.
I actually saw a version of the Uilleann pipe. When I saw him playing this instrument for the first time, I got a little confused because I had seen Uilleann pipes before, but the bellows was being operated by the feet. He had a foot that was pumping it, and the hose went up into the bag. And I was like, that was cool. But seeing him do it with the arm, I'm like, that makes sense too. I mean, I guess maybe it's personal preference. I don't know. But I mean,
I think
it was
so.
cool to see. It was really cool to see.
Yeah. It really is fascinating by all the instruments used to make up a Nightwish show. It's just so fascinating.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna finish out How's the Heart, and what we have coming up after that is David's favorite, Dark Chest of Wonders.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna do that because we were talking about splitting this up into parts,
that's
right?
Right.
As a copyright. So I think maybe after that, how many songs were in the set list?
I think 13. Hold on. We got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I say 14 because Ad Astra is a kind of like an outro.
That's an exit. Yeah, that's an exit.
It's such a beautiful, it showcases her operatic abilities. It's just so beautiful. So what's after this, How's the Heart, is Dark Chest of Wonders.
Oh.
And then
let's save it. Let's save that for next time. We'll cut it.
Tears back now. Okay.
We'll save that for the next one. I want to do it. Don't get me wrong. I love that song. That's my favorite Nightwish song.
So we're gonna kick off next Sunday with the Dark Chest of Wonders. So this will be our last song, and then we will talk after this stream. After this song, we're gonna open it up for Q&A.
Q&A. If you want, it's your show, Jen. If you want to do some reactions, just taking requests, I'm down for whatever.
All right. Well,
it's up to you. It's totally up to you. It's your show.
My whole family's here too. My brother, his wife, my nephew, they're all up in the pool. So,
I
know I'm down here with all of you guys, but you see, I love you guys. You see how much I love you guys?
You must.
Right. All right. Let's finish out. How's the Heart?
Cool.
How's the heart underneath the silence? Let it sound here. That bass.
You've been there.
fire's warm.
Underneath the silence, how is the world rolling in the mire? Listen up, human being, come on in.
The fire's warm.
How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the warmth drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human being, come on in. How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the warmth drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human being, come in the fire's world. Oh, the pain and some how's the heart? How's the warmth drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human being, come in the fire's world. On the rope and some how's the heart underneath the silence? How's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human being.
Wow.
Come in, the fire's warm. Run the rope and some more. Yeah! Woo, Nightwish!
Dang.
God bless America! Wow.
I didn't know Troy could get that low.
Right?
That's impressive. I didn't
Oh.
see. He didn't do that at our shows. He didn't go that low. That was cool.
He did. He showcased his abilities to just go so baritone low.
Woo,
Almost
okay.
bass-like. It was beautiful.
All
You know,
in the bass range, almost. It was definitely a low baritone without question,
Right.
but it was
yeah,
nice.
it was.
Really
It was crisp. I really, can we do that again real quick? Just real quick. Do you mind?
Yeah. No,
All
I don't
right.
mind.
I want to just how beautifully showcased that ending of House of Heart was. I just think it's so awesome. It's such a welcoming song, and it's basically, come on in. The fire's warm, let's just sit here and burn the rope, and just dance some more. And it's just like a welcoming, like welcome friends song, and that is what Nightwish does. They welcome everybody in. They don't discriminate. They don't care what background you're from, what country you're from. They are so willing to share their music with everybody around the world, and their wholesome image is just that. It's just wholesome and welcoming.
Yeah.
So the House of Heart.
I'm glad we could put a smile on your face there, Bill. Bill was saying that he had some family issues and he was feeling a little down, but this cheered him up. So hey, glad we could do that for you, Bill.
Hell yes.
Always
That's
glad
what
we
this
can-
is all about, man.
That is what this is all about, man. It's making everybody feel good and putting smiles on faces. And like I like to say, before we all put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then we did our job.
1000%.
That's what it really comes down to, man.
Yeah, and that's why I got into doing live streams. It's because I wanted to get away and escape myself from the outside influences of my life and the stressors, and just kind of chill, right? And it does. It really works. It's so therapeutic.
No, I agree. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what I just read. I'm sorry. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Continue.
What did you do?
Ket K. We need David's pig noises here.
Ay. So I'm gonna play that ending again.
No, I don't care. Hey, it's our show.
You really ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready if you guys are. Go for it, man. I'm just along for the ride.
Renee, hold on a second. Let me touch base on this. From what I read, Renee, I don't think so.
I seriously doubt it.
I don't think that he's touring with Northern Kings right now, and he's got a baby coming in October. So I think that so
I very seriously doubt it. Now I will say I know Nightwish has left the door open. They have
100.
not found a replacement for him yet. Yuka's not been confirmed as the new permanent bassist yet. So the door's open, and as I like to say, who knows what the future holds, 10 years from now, Hell, 10 years from now,
He'll be
Marco might
56
come back.
years. He'll be 66 years old in 10 years, though.
Yeah, but I mean, so what? Look at the Rolling Stones. They're still doing it.
God damn, you ain't lying.
So,
All right.
I mean, Marco in 10 years, maybe Marco will, hell, maybe Yuka will come back. He'll say, you know what? I got my life under control and I feel good. I want back in, you know?
Yuka never left, though. Yuka's behind the scenes. He runs all their social media. And
Right,
he's
but
very
maybe
much
he
still
might-
involved.
But he may want to jump back on the drums. We don't know. Nobody knows what the future holds.
I
So
don't know.
anything in this world is possible.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, they did leave the door open, though. So
They
that's
did.
Yeah.
They did.
So we're gonna do that ending again to How's the Heart. I just think it was so beautiful, and I have to showcase it one more time. I just think it's a good idea to hear again how low Troy gets.
Let's
Ready?
hear it.
That bass line too. The whole song. Here we go.
Underneath the silence, how's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human pain, come on in. How's the world underneath the silence? How's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human pain. Come in the fire's world, oh, the flame that somehow the heart. How's the world drowning in the fire?
I love that. Yeah.
Human pain. Come in the fire's world, oh, the flame that somehow the heart. Underneath the silence, how's the world drowning in the mire? Let us sound, human pain. Come in the fire's wall, put the roof and dance some more.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Woo, Hellfest.
Merci beaucoup.
Damn. I mean, that was like butter, like berry white. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so
Getting down
Troy,
there.
man. I absolutely adore Troy Donegali. I think he's amazing. He's I got to talk to him too before. The only person I really didn't get to talk to was tuomas because he was saving his energy. He was not feeling well, so he
Yeah.
didn't come out with the VIP meet and greet. But it's okay. You know, he did look so tired, and when he first walked on stage. But as soon as they started playing, it just disappeared.
Kicked it in. Yeah.
Yep. It was like that muscle memory I was speaking of earlier kicked in, and he just went, and it was beautiful experience. But Troy, at the end of the concert, it was such a beautiful experience. Like I was tossed pics from Impu. My friend Martine caught two, and then she gave me one. I gave one to my friend Bree, which she hasn't sent. She said she sent it back to me. She hasn't yet, by the way.
Yes.
But then Troy, it was so cool what he did, and this could never happen again. I'm thoroughly convinced. He threw me a guitar pick because he's like he looked at me and he goes, "Thank you," and I was like, my life's work on YouTube paid that right there from Troy. It made me cry. I was like, but he was like, he came out and he was like, "Thank you," and then he tossed me a pick, like he kind of flung it, and I literally held my hand up like this and caught it in between these two, my ring finger and my middle finger, and Troy goes,
Nice.
"Wow."
Oh,
He was so
nice.
impressed. I'm like, bro, I'm a ninja. What could I say? You know, and it was just such a beautiful thing. Like when I really can't explain it. I've never, as many live shows as I've been to, I've never felt that love and warmth like I have at a Nightwish concert. It just left me wanting more, even before the show started with Beast in Black. What did you think about Beast in Black,
Oh
by the
my
way?
God. I had done 2 reactions to them. And the sad thing was the second reaction didn't drop until after that show. So it made me look like a complete a-hole. No, but the first 2 reactions I did in the studio stuff, from what I understand, it was from their earlier albums. And I think, if I remember correctly, in the first reaction, I compared the lead vocalist to Starscream from Transformers, but he was constipated.
Oh, Lord.
Like,
You said that about Giannis Papadopoulos?
I think I said that about him. But here's the thing. When I saw them live, my opinion of them completely changed. They are a phenomenal live band. Great stage energy, great stage interaction, great crowd interaction, great stage presence, the whole shebang. They looked phenomenal on stage. And I felt like they had more energy coming out of their sound on stage.
Right.
And when we did the Nightwish review, my wife and I made it a point to say I was absolutely wrong about Beast in Black.
Yeah.
They are a great band. What I think they need to do is, with their studio albums, figure out a way to capture that raw energy and that raw sound that they get from their live shows and somehow capture that onto digital, capture that somehow in their album. Because if you look at Kiss, for example, the first 3 albums from Kiss, they didn't sell. They didn't even go gold. I mean, they were like 50,000 copies, 25,000 copies. Nothing was selling. Then they did a live, and that's what blew the roof off the place, is when they did the Alive album. So Bill Alcoin was like, okay, well, let's see if we can figure out how to capture that live energy in studio. So they did. They set up microphones all over the recording studio. They had all 4 members of the band in one room playing live with each other. And that's how they captured Destroyer.
Nice.
Which is, to this day, I think the highest selling album they ever made was Destroyer. So once they captured that live energy and were able to get it in a recording, it changed the game for them. I think the same thing's going to happen with Beast in Black. I think once they figure out how to capture that live sound, that live energy, and get it on a studio album, the floodgates are going to open for them, because they've already got everything else. They've already got all the unobtainables, the stage energy, the stage presence, the look, the crowd interaction, the stage interaction, the charisma, the showmanship. It's all there. They just need to have that breakthrough moment. And I'm positive they'll have it.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Giannis he's such that beautiful voice of his, but he's so energetic on the stage. He's so charismatic. He's got that black, like, I don't know if it's a vinyl leather jacket, whatever it is.
My wife compared him to, he compared the whole band to Judas Priest on crack.
Yeah.
And I agree. A lot of their choreographed moves and motions and their appearance with the leather and stuff, I was like, I can actually see that.
Now, my son
looked like Rob Halford.
My son did say he was really impressed with Beast in Black, and he goes, that singer was just, oh my God, amazing. And the drummer as well. Live. Oh, Giannis, 100%. I think it was one hell of a show. Just those 2 bands played. That was it. It was Beast in Black and Nightwish, and that was it.
The end of it. Yeah, they didn't need any more. I'll be honest with you. If they had a 3rd or 4th band, I think that would have cheapened the show. I think it would make the entire show feel a little cheapened. I think having those 2 bands, perfectly fine. And they both did a phenomenal job. I was very impressed with both bands.
Yep. So. Direct support for Nightwish. It was a beautiful show. I can honestly say it was the best live concert I've ever been to, just because of the camaraderie, the love that everybody shared that night under one roof. Everybody had one thing in common, and that was their love for Nightwish. And that was all differences were aside. There was none. It didn't matter what color you are. It didn't, for one night, God bless America.
Yeah.
It don't matter your color, your sexual orientation. Nothing mattered that night. It was just, we were all there collectively under one roof with one thing in common, and that was to just listen and watch this band perform live.
Music is the universal language.
It sure is. Now,
So-
we can't do reactions today, guys, because I had to record Hellfest on my OBS studios and put it into my files. If we do the upload speed, even though my upload speed is absolutely insane, it's going to be grumbled. And how the stream started off, I can't pull videos. Here, I'm just going to show you guys what it's
Let's
like.
try. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what it's like real quick and show you how it looks when because you're pulling from 2 different websites and trying to upload via one, and it's the upload speeds, they're not going to be able to keep up with this. StreamYard, I pay for this program $50 a month. Oh, mother son of a Angelina Jordan just did I Have Nothing, a Whitney Houston. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. And Unleash the Archers. Have you heard of them yet?
I did a couple reactions to them, actually.
Oh my God. Britney slays is no lie.
Maggie, Mrs. Heretic is doing just fine. She just got home from Arizona. She was in Arizona for a couple of days, and she's home now, and she's resting. She's getting some sleep because she had a couple of emergencies she had to take care of. So, but she's getting some sleep now, so she's resting. But yes, back up.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, he did some great vocals there for sure. The backing guitarist, or the guitarist, did some great backing vocals.
Let me see if I could share this.
Renee, you see 80% of everything I do. That's a lot. Wow. Thank you, Renee. Thank you very much, Renee.
Do you guys remember this guy that was like, there was a newscast and he's like, what would you do if you won? The lady was like, what would you do if you won the lottery? He goes, I'd buy cocaine and hookers.
Hey, I remember that guy.
Yeah, something here. Man who said he'd spend Powerball money on hookers and cocaine speaks out. Oh, it was 6 years ago. Hailstorm. We'll try this. Hailstorm. Lizzie Hale. I just went to see them with the warning. I'm going to tell you. Tell you what, man. Lizzie Hale. Oh my God, in person. Wow, I was mere feet from her, and she just captivated me. So here I'm going to show you guys what the sound sounds like. Oh, I love Giannis's Ghost Love Score is my favorite. I haven't seen the Sahara yet. Oh, thank you, Vic Miller.
Are you here to repent of your ways?
No.
Don't call me an angel. Along as this simple, don't make me evil.
Damn.
But I got my wicked
Woo!
And then it dies. It just died.
I've been the liar, I've been the cheat, I've been the black heart, I've been the thief.
Now, man, I'll tell you what, this band is a 4-piece band here. We got a bass player, a guitar player, a drummer, and just Lizzie Hale. She performs on the guitar as well. Now,
guitar quality the sound quality went to garbage, by the way.
See?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean, you guys. This is why I wanted to show you guys, just so you don't think I'm lying to you, which I never would. I don't have any reasons to lie to anybody.
How'd you do it with the concert? How'd you do it? Did you upload it first, or what did you do?
Well, I took it and I put it on my OBS studios, and I increased my display capture screen to fit full screen instead of like a reaction video to where I'm like right here, where here's the video, here's me on this part of the screen. So I expanded it full screen, and I muted my microphone, and I just recorded it via my OBS, so it uploaded into my video files, and that's how I was able to do it. I've noticed that when even with the replay media catcher today, I had to redo that and resubscribe to that and buy that program all over again, because now it's Replay 9, and I paid $50 for it, and it was a corrupt file. Because remember, you told me about it. Hey, you're gonna have to pay for it. And I'm
still on 9. Oh, I'm on 9 already. So did I pay for it?
Well,
I did have to. Yeah, I did have to re-up. I did re-up it. Yeah. But the good news is you're going to be fine for about a year. So
right.
Only bring out 10. So
Yeah, so I put that in my replay and it came up as a corrupt file, so it wouldn't play the Nightwish Hellfest. So I had to, before the stream, I started getting good and I started to check things out, my settings, to make sure everything works good before I press that, because a lot of my people know that once I get started, sometimes I don't check those things and then all of the settings are messed up. But I did check that today, and fortunately, I had ample time to increase my display capture, so I was able to capture that into my video, so my video queue, whatever it is, I don't know, the files. So we could do a Q&A really quick, and then I think that we can make sure we get some answers real quickly, guys. I think I just think that it's the best thing to do right now. So
Okay.
shoot off some comments, because we can't do reactions. I'm sorry, guys, as much as I would love to.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to do that.
I know.
Yeah, started getting garbled. Blah.
Amy Lee forever. My friend Hell here tells me StreamYard is to blame. By the way, OBS alone is not correct, Mundo.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, believe me, it's crazy. Oh, thanks. Maria says, thank you for keeping me company tonight. Moving back to Finland after living 10 years abroad. I'm packing my things and listening to you two talking about my favorite band. Life's good. Life's
good. It is good.
Congratulations on your move back to Finland. Moi moi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kitos to you, my friend, for coming. I really appreciate you guys spending your Sunday with me. With me and David. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Why not switch to David's channel? LOL.
No, don't do that.
You guys should be subscribed to David's channel if you have not yet. I think
if you want to, it's fine.
David's so nonchalant. If you want, you can. I think you should, because he's good people, man. I vouch for him 100%, and I will always vouch for him.
Likewise.
That's right. Thank you, Tria. Fantastic stream. I think so too, man. Thank you guys for joining us. I think this is amazing. Oh, Joe Knight. Here's my girl right here. Joe Knight. Just Jen, you got me hooked on Nightwish. Thank you so much. Love you. I love you too, Joe, man. I love my Joe Knight. That's my girl right there. You know, what's so great about me and Joe is Joe and I do not agree on a lot of things, but you know what? We keep it at we can agree to disagree, and then we move on. It's a beautiful friendship, and I appreciate a friendship like that. I think it's great. It's because we can all have different views and different opinions. It doesn't matter if somebody wants to agree with you or not. If they don't agree with you, so what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
As long as
it's about mutual respect. It's about being willing to at least listen to the other side. You know, hear what they have to say. You may not agree with it, but at least give them the respect to listen to what they say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give them a chance. Who knows? By giving them a chance and actually listening to them, you might even see their point of view.
Right. Absolutely. It might change your mind, but if it doesn't, that's okay too.
That's fine
okay
too.
Love from Canada. Man, I would say Canada.
Love from Canada.
Aspen made it to back down to Texas.
Yes.
Thankfully that you made it there. Send a love to your family for us, and let them all know we're sending our deepest condolences to you guys. And you guys together will get through this. And when you're ready to come back to the streams and stuff, Aspen will welcome you again with open arms, like we always do with everybody.
Absolutely.
And you take care of you though first. Family is first, always. Except in this situation today. I'm like, screw you guys.
Real life comes first. So.
Screw you guys. I'm listening to Nightwish. Nothing can come between Nightwish and I.
Sounds like you have a problem there, Jen.
Hello, my name is Jennifer, and I'm addicted to Nightwish.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer.
I'm a Nightwish addict. And I'm proud of it.
Proud of it. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, there's worse things you could be addicted to. So, you know,
right.
This is not a bad addiction to have.
Not at all. If we were all the same, come on now, that's so boring. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Ew,
absolutely.
I hate that. And listen, if would you rather have somebody share their differences of opinions with you or always agree with you? I'm gonna be so suspicious of you if you're sitting there always agreeing with me. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. Really? You agree with me on everything? What the hell you got planned? What are your motivators, dude? What is your alternative motive, dude? Because I'm telling you what, I would rather have somebody disagree with me than agree with me on anything. All right, so who's got some questions? I seen one of your friends here said something that Richard mentioned that he stuck up for you, which is, you know what, man?
Richard, where's Richard? Where's that?
Right here. He's above Amy. I'm not going to highlight the comment because it's, you know, it just says I stuck up.
Give me the timestamp. What's the timestamp?
5:01 p.m.
5:01 p.m.
Well,
That'd be 2:01 for me.
Yeah, it would be
2:01. I'm looking. Richard, stood up for you. Okay. Oh yeah. No, I appreciate that, Richard. I do. You know, with that whole situation, it's over and done. You know, it is. So I'm not gonna I don't even want to mention their names.
We're not gonna.
I'm not gonna give them any more publicity than they've already gotten. So, you know,
but David, you got good publicity. You gained a bunch of subscribers, I hear.
Well, I mean, like Gene Simmons said, there's no such thing as good press or bad press as long as they spell your name right. So, you know.
Exactly. I think like this, as you guys are going to be seeing me do some collaborations. Coming up, I'm working with David Heretic again. We're going to finish out Hellfest. We're going to be streaming. If we get it all done next Sunday, that's cool. But if not, we'll just do a part 3. I'm not opposed to part 3. Spending another Sunday with David and you guys.
Hey.
It's always fun for me. And then I'll be working with Tori Reacts. We're going to do Epica Omega Alive, you guys. And of course, that will have to be broken up into several, probably like 2, maybe 3 streams. We'll see about we're going to the next concert I'll be doing with David. And then I think around August.
What you gotta do.
August 1st, I think I'll be with Tori Reacts. Another one of my dearest friends. I think she said I'll put a post out probably about a week before. I know Big Nate is going to appreciate that. A lot of you Epica fans will appreciate that as well. I just think working with other reactors and building each other up is such an important thing in a world that's full of toxicity and chaos and drama and hatred and division.
That's the main reason I wanted to do that news piece. When I was approached, I was like, yes, I want to be involved in this because I want to bring some light and I want to bring some attention to the reactor community so we can all benefit. We can all grow. We can all, you know, join together. And I love how people will talk about this community, this reactor community, and yet these same people will talk down and belittle and squash other reactors, especially once the bigger reactors stepping on the small reactors.
That's sad.
Isn't it the responsibility and the motive? Shouldn't the responsibility of the bigger reactors be to help these smaller reactors and lift them up and help them? Shouldn't that be the responsibility? So that way we can all grow, we can all benefit. I mean, I've had people ask me, you know, hey, I see you use green screen. What are your green screen settings? I'm really having some issues. And I'll tell them, these are my settings.
Yeah.
Show me yours. What's going on here? Let me help you. And we get on a Zoom call and he shows me his settings. I'm like, okay, try adjusting your opacity, try adjusting your gamma, see if that helps. And sure enough, problem solved. And he's like, and the funny thing is, he's like, you know, I contacted 20 different reactors. You're the only one that even got back to me.
Yep, I get that all the time, dude. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are these some trade secrets or something? Number one, they're not trade secrets. You got that information from someone else. You went on someone else's channel and you watched their how-to videos just like all the rest of us did. So there's no trade secrets. You took what someone else did and you tweaked it and you made it good for you. Great. Now, how about you share that knowledge? How about you help people who
pay it forward?
Right. Exactly. Pay it forward. I don't understand the mentality of, well, I need to keep my secrets to myself and I need to keep my subscribers. I need to keep my subscribers. Bullshit. I mean, I can't believe I just cussed. I'm sorry. But
cuss away, motherfucker.
I know, but I don't like cussing. But I'm getting heated on this because this is a very sore for a very sore point of contention for me. It irritates the hell out of me when these reactors like have like 250, 300, 500,000, 750,000, a million different subscribers, and they don't have the time to help some people out who are just starting or are asking you for help because they genuinely like what you do. They see what you do. They see the success they're having, and they would like to know how they achieved it. How hard is it to put a hand out and say, I will give you a hand?
100,
how hard is that?
100%.
I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. So that's why I did that news piece. I was like, maybe I can help. Maybe I can bring some attention to the reaction scenes. Maybe I can get some more views for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't understand why people just anyway, whatever.
What I noticed in that news that you did not discuss a dog anybody. You didn't disrespect anybody.
No.
You talked about how great the reaction channels are on YouTube, how people are watching reactions and how important it is. And I love that you touched on that, as you want to pay it forward because, you know, and who cares what their subscriber counts are? Who gives
crap about
that? Who cares? You know how many people that have messaged me on Instagram? I am thinking about starting my reaction channel. I say 100% do it. And if you need any help, let me know. Oh, you would do that? In a fucking heartbeat. A fucking heartbeat. Because my subscribers are your subscribers. I don't give a shit. In fact, I might vouch for you, no problem, or have you on my channel. I think it's so important that we support one another instead of kicking each other while everybody's like, what are you trying to stay up? Why, dude? Why can't
it's a community? It's a community. What does a community do? A community helps. A community, it's like the old saying, a child is not raised alone. It takes a village to raise a child. Same thing here. It's the exact same thing here. We should all be helping each other. I just don't get it, but you know, whatever. You know, but like you said in the news piece, I didn't point fingers, I didn't name names, I didn't throw anybody under a bus. I didn't say anybody's doing anything in particular. You know, I don't know. All I said was, you know, we are I won't say that we are the new Rolling Stone, but in some context and in some respects, we kind of are, because it is a digital age we live in. You know, everybody watches YouTube. Everybody watches social media. Nobody picks up a magazine. I'm sorry, guys, but how many of you actually pick up a magazine from Rolling Stone and read it? How many of you actually do? I don't.
I look at the pictures only.
Pictures. No, but I mean, but it's a digital age, and we are the modern day, you know, Rolling Stone to some extent. We're not journalists, but we're going to sit here and we are going to do what a lot of journalists do. We're going to react. We're going to review. We're going to give opinion. We're going to give commentary, just like a lot of what Rolling Stone does or did back in the day. So it was that. And then the last thing I said was, you know, a lot of these, I don't know about you, but I get slapped with blocks and claims and everything else all the time. Whenever I do a reaction video, it gets claimed or it gets blocked. That's the worst. Now, claiming, I don't mind.
God.
Now hold on. Now claiming,
all that hard work for nothing. You press it and then that big red exclamation point.
Yep.
Oh, the dreaded exclamation.
The big red eye. Yeah, the big old red eye with a slash through it. No, look, the blocking is what bugs me. The claiming, I get it. I understand the claiming. It's the artist material.
Music, right?
They should get the money for the views. I absolutely 100% support that. And that doesn't bother me at all. If they want to claim it, claim it. Mm-hmm. The blocking is what bugs me.
Me
and
too.
This is what I was talking about in the interview. And they took this one little section of what I said. You know, these publishing companies that own it's not even the bands that own their own copyright. The bands don't own the copyrights. Nope. The bands sell the copyrights to these publishing companies.
100.
A lot of the publishing companies are going to make the money off of it. So it's not even the bands making the money, which really upsets me. But these publishing companies, they block us. They are literally handcuffing us from giving them free exposure. YouTube is free to watch, ladies and gentlemen. So here come these bands, whether they're well known or not, they put out this music. We as reactors, we grab that music and we do reactions to it. That is called free publicity. We don't
Yes.
ask for anything in return. We don't. Now, if I've heard about, whitelisting, I've heard about it. I don't necessarily subscribe to it, but if a production company or if a publishing company wants to come to me and say, "Hey, we'd like to whitelist you," okay, sure, fine, whatever. That's fine
Well,
with me.
whitelisting, for people who don't know the term, whitelisting means that they're going
They
to
won't
give
claim you
you,
anymore.
they won't copyright claim you anymore, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it's important to speak on that. Silent Outlaw, we can't do requests because I'm on a streaming platform right now called StreamYards, and if we go
tried.
we try to do audio, it's all grumbled, and we can't. Our
It's a
upload
hot
speed.
mess.
It is. The audio is so muffled and it's grumbled and it's not even going to be, it would ruin the song. The audio quality is not there, but I do streams 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can win free requests that way by playing the numbers game. Brian, Knutson came into my stream the other day for the first time, and I picked him. And he was like, "I've never won anything before. It's my first time on your channel, and I win a free song." I'm like, "Surprise!" Yeah,
that's a great feeling when you win something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the blocking goes, these production companies, these publishing companies, they should be thanking us. I mean, I'm not asking for them to pay us. I'm not asking for any type of a kickback. I'm not asking for recognition. All I'm asking is this: don't block us. Let us help you. Let us do this for you. Claim away. By all means, claim away. But don't block us. Don't stop us from helping you guys get free exposure. I cannot tell you how many people on my channel, I know it's with you. I'm reading it in the comments here, how you, Jen, helped people discover Nightwish for the first time.
I love that, man. That warms my heart when I see people comment like, "Oh my God, Jen, thank you for showing me Nightwish," because I'm in the States. This is a band from Finland with a Dutch singer. So I didn't know Nightwish until August of 2020. And then I'm like, "Oh, this is so good. You have to hear this." And every person that I know in my life knows who Nightwish is now. And even like a kid today I was talking to, I went to junior high school with him. He's like, "I'm so proud of you, Jen, for what you do. I love your content." And I says, "I'm live streaming here in a little bit. You got to hear this band," because he's a metal lover like I am. He's like, what? And I was like, "You got to hear Nightwish. Come check it." And he goes, "Oh, I've seen him because of you. Thank you for introducing me. There's a great band." I was like, "That's what I'm talking about." It warms my heart to get them more exposure, more fans. And that's what it's all about. Because if I know what they've done for my life, if I could share that with anybody and open that door for them to let Nightwish in, you have to. A lot of people, I've seen a couple, not a lot. A couple of people say, "Oh, Nightwish." Nah. I'm like, no. You didn't give them an honest chance. Yeah. Open your mind, open your ears, put the cotton in your mouth, take it out of your ears, put it in your mouth, just listen and let them in. I know, let them in completely, and you will see yourself transform by this. It will happen. They will lull away that the bad mojo that you have,
Yeah. So I agree with that. Absolutely. When you listen to a new band for the first time, it's never going to leave always a great impression. But I have a 3 strikes rule. I'll listen to a band and I may not be the greatest fan of them. I'm like, they're okay, whatever. I'll still listen to them again. I'll give them a couple more chances. But if I listen to 3 songs by them and all 3 of them are just not sitting well with me, okay, well, there you go. 3 strikes, you're out,
I like what JT just said. The more fans in the U.S. equals more concerts in the U.S. 1,000%. Yes.
No, look, bands always look at their market. They look at where the market is, where the demand is. And they look at that by record sales and album sales and, radio airplay and stuff like that. And that's why LA and New York and Chicago are always going to be on every major tour. Yeah. You're always going to see those 3 because those are the 3 major markets. Although I will say Austin, Texas, and Memphis, Tennessee, they're starting to come up in the ranking.
I want to move to Tennessee so bad. Are you from Memphis? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Richie knows that one. Well. No, my boy Richie, he's a drummer that I've been in a couple bands with, including one of my current ones. He's a phenomenal drummer, and he lives in Tennessee.
I might move from Cleveland.
He keeps telling me I need to move to Memphis with him because he's like, dude, I'll go on to the main avenue where all the bars are, and he'll go to one bar. He'll play at one bar at 8:00, and he'll collect, $100 to $200 somewhere there. He'll jump across the street to another bar and play at like 10, jump across the street to another bar and play at about 11:30, jump across the street to another bar and play about 1:30. He'll play anywhere from 4 to 5 bars in a night, collecting $100 to $200 at a pop. And he says, there have been nights I've walked out with $1,000 in my pocket. I'm like,
wow,
dude, I need to move to freaking Memphis, man.
Listen,
and the sad thing is, it's like drummers are in high demand. He said, man, bass players are even higher demand than drummers are. And I was like, I'd make a killing.
Like I stumbled on, my friend Eric. He's an old radio DJ, Eric with the Wild Side. Now I had stumbled upon him the same way I stumbled upon you, the same way I stumbled upon Tori Reacts and became friends with you guys through your reactions, through your Nightwish reactions. And I seen Eric did Nightwish, and I was like, ooh, because I had a morning ritual. Every morning, I would just take that time to make my coffee and listen to new Nightwish reactions. I like to discover new channels based on Nightwish reactions, see what they have to say. And the genuineness stuck out to me. And he lives in Nashville, Tennessee. And, he says there's no state tax there. There's no car taxes. There's no state income taxes. And everybody's moving from like out west to here. My only problem with moving is, number one, my mother, I take care of her. I don't want anything bad to happen to my mom and me be a state away where I can't be there immediately. And the fact that I'm by a Great Lake, and with you being out west, there's going to be a time where that water does dry up, and I would rather be right here by the Great Lakes.
Tell me about it. No, I'm always looking to get out of California. The only reason we're still here, honestly, is because of my wife's job. She loves what she does, and she's got a great thing going here. But once she's already told me, though, once she retires in the next like 10 years or 15 years, when she retires and we're done, then we're going to move somewhere eastbound, somewhere. I don't know where, but we're leaving California. I'll tell you that right now. I don't want to stay here.
Right.
It's not fun.
Yeah, Los Angeles is not fun. And JT, Eric is a great reactor. He's a great reactor, and he's a great friend of mine. I love Eric. He's that's another person I could sit on the phone with for hours and talk with, man. It's just good people. I've met such amazing people through Nightwish reactions. You really can meet this is the camaraderie I was talking about, the community that I'm talking about, that it brings people together. And we need that so much in the world today because of how divided it has gotten. It's gotten between white and black. It doesn't need to be that way. It does not need to be that way. We need togetherness. And especially if we are on this platform as reactors, it is our duty
in this community.
Right. It is our duty.
Everybody talks about, and everybody talks this big hype and this big game about this wonderful community we're in. And
but you're going to shit on another reactor? Are you kidding me? No, no. Right then and there, you're losing me. You're going to lose me if you're hypocritical, if you say one thing and you're doing another, or if you're shitting on somebody else. I do not jive with that. I don't like it. It's bully mentality, and I just don't roll with it, man. I'm just going to call it like it is and say that's, it's not fair. Like, I'm sorry, David, but if I have a question, I'm going to come to you directly as a woman, and I'm going to say, hey, David, what's up with this? And either you're going to explain it to me or you're not. But knowing you as a friend for a while, you will explain it. You will give me that time to explain your side of it. And I think it is our duty to, if you're on this platform and if you succeed in growing your channel, you put all that hard work and that time and that sacrifice and dedication, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your sacrificing of a social life to grow the channel the way you are. And if somebody is starting off new and they approach you, you better say, you know what, whatever you need, just message me and I will help you and guide you if you have any questions whatsoever.
I really believe that YouTube needs to implement a mentorship program, some kind of a mentorship program where you have these people with these, you have these content creators that have millions of subscribers or hundreds of thousands, and they should be, I don't know about necessarily assigned, but if, now you're not muted, Free Fallen.
We see you, girl.
We see you.
That's my Priya.
But if someone who has less, you know, like let's say, okay, right now I have how many? I don't even know how many.
Tori just hit 30,000 subscribers. Everybody, good job, Tori. Tori reacts.
Hey,
30K. That's my girl.
Way to go! I didn't hit that too long ago myself. I don't know how.
Congratulations! I think it's 31
something. And what I was saying is like, okay, so I have like 31 something, right? I if there's a content creator that's in the similar genre, like reactions or whatever, and they have like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, if they ask, can I be mentored by you? I think I should be obligated to say yes. Absolutely.
Same here, on my word. Same here.
Like the Jedi Knights would have Padawans, right? I have my mentorship. I have my learner now. I have the person that I'm going to be mentoring, and I can only have one. You know what I mean? But I got that one, and I'm going to help them grow until they get to a certain point.
That is a great idea, dude.
I think that's a great idea. I've been messing with this idea. I don't know how to make that work. I don't know how it would be implemented, but I think it's something that YouTube should definitely look into possibly exploring. I would love to have someone to mentor. I would love that. I would love to give them pointers and help them out and help them grow and help them reach their goals. I would love that.
That is such a brilliant idea. Like, I would love to mentor somebody. What my advice is,
I'd want you to be my mentor. I would want you to be my mentor.
Whatever you want. I'm just going to tell people this. If you want to start your channel, the first decision you have to make is doing it. Just do it.
Yep. Commit.
Number 2, this is the most important thing ever that I will ever tell you that you already know, but you're going to be like, no way. Why didn't I think of that?
Let's see if you and I are on the same page.
Be yourself.
Yes.
Be yourself, and do not try to mimic other reactors. No. Don't watch other reactions before. Do not peek at reactions if you're going in there blind. You don't even know. I have albums, like let's say Tom McDonald. I have albums that I won't listen to. I will buy them, but I will not listen to them because I'm waiting for the songs to come out on YouTube in order to do that. So don't peek. Don't act like other people. Don't cheat. Yes, exactly. Be honest and be genuine. Authentic. If you are not feeling a song, don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, this is great. Oh,
it's wonderful. Hey, it's good stuff.
What a great song this is.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
Right? Because it's going to translate on film. People are not. And number 3, do not treat people like they're stupid, because people will see right through that shit. Yep. It's one thing to have a mentor on YouTube, but it's another thing to mimic another reactor. You have to be yourself. Yeah. And trust when I say this, I was not comfortable in front of the camera in the beginning either. But once I got into the swing of things, once I got used to looking in that lens and acting like I have little people inside of my camera and I'm talking to you in your eyes, when I'm looking at my lens, I'm looking at you in your eyes. That is why I feel more comfortable. When you look at my content from before, I'm always going like this, looking in my viewfinder to make sure that that it's number 1, that it's still up and running. And number 2, I was unsure of myself. So I would kind of look to myself for comfort, if that makes sense. But now I'm so comfortable in front of a camera, I'd be like, what do you want? What do you want to know? Hey, you want to, guess what I went through today, you guys? I think it's, I don't know, man. I just think here, like Tori says here, you can 100% tell when somebody is truly genuine. 1,000%.
Agreed. Meatwad agrees too. I use this as a visual cue. I take this and I put it right behind my camera, so that way it's always there looking at me, and I'm looking at him, which leads me to look at the camera. So I one of the things I always try to tell people when they're talking about cameras and getting used to them, use visual cues like that. Use visual anchors, and that helps a lot. So
I
I
look
still use it.
directly in my lens. I
To
think
this
that's a
day, I still
brilliant
use
idea,
it.
man. Even though I have a ring light that's this freaking big, it was like the best one on the market, and it's blinding. Even though I risk blindness, I still want to make sure that you guys, I'm maintaining my eye contact with you, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, I got a little ring light. It's like about this big. It's a little thing, but it's up
Bro,
there.
I don't know if you can see mine in the reflection of my
I can see
phone.
yours. You got
Look at
the
this.
giant. You got like the giant 10-inch halo, didn't you?
Yes, sir, man. Oh, yes. If that baby, it ain't never dying. I sometimes I forget it's plugged in, and it'll be, I come down here 2 days and I'm like, oops, oopsies. My electric meter's going, brrr. But all right, let's, if you cannot be yourself in front of a camera, just better stay away.
Agreed.
1000%, because their world is so full of toxicity. It's oversaturated with people fake, narcissistic, not being able to be themselves and fooling people. And that is where we as genuine people have to step up and say, you know what? We're going to stand against this by simply being ourselves. Being yourself is absolutely the best weaponry for that.
I think every young keyboard player should hear David's not a traditional keyboard player speech. Yeah, that was a good rant on my. That was one of my favorite rants I ever did. It was one. I think he's referring to the reaction I did for. I think it was for Liliac. I think. And
what you say about Liliac?
The kid. He was just really stiff at first. Like I was watching him play the keyboard. He just wasn't really moving around. But then later on, I think that's his name.
Ethan,
so.
or let me.
But then I started to see him moving around a little bit. I'm like, see, that's good. That's excellent. And then and Tuomas, when I did Dark Chest of Wonder, when they started off, you hear the hi-hat hits, the 4 hi-hat hits, and you saw Tuomas with his hand up in the air, and he came down and hit the note, right? Well, what I explained to people was that's a trick. He didn't actually hit the keyboard with that hand. The other hand was already on the keyboard, ready to hit the actual chord. So he brought his hand down. The right hand was up. Right hand came down. And as the hand was coming down, the left hand played the actual chord. But what I was saying was, a lot of keyboardists won't even do that. They'll keep their both hands on the keyboards at all time, and they won't move and they won't rock out with them. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you limit yourself like that? There's no rules. I have to keep rules were my teacher told me I had to keep my hands on the keyboard. Bullshit.
Bull Pucky. Look at how cute little Justin is. I don't know if you can see. Look at this little mohawk. He's so adorable.
Oh my god.
He's the youngest member of Liliac. He's 12 years old. It's scary. The world, those kids started off playing the Santa Monica Pier every weekend, and now they're headlining, or not headlining, but they're playing big festivals and even Sturgis coming up and all of that. I think it's great. I'll be talking with them.
It's a great story.
I have a little appointment with Liliac. I can't wait for that. And Tuomas headbangs so much.
Oh, yeah, he does. God.
There's been times where I'm watching a Nightwish concert and I'm going, any minute he's going to headbutt those keys. Any minute.
No, because he has his arms there on the keyboards. He has his hands on the keyboard. He has his arms, so he knows how low he can get. He'll know that if his hands are coming down past his elbow, if his head is coming down past his elbows, he'll know. He'll know he doesn't want to go much further than that. So
100. Muscle memory.
Muscle memory. You get used to it. You start knowing your areas and how close you can get and how far you can go before you go too far.
Yeah. So Amy Lee Forever, also known as Hell. That's her name, Hel.
I know Hell.
Have you heard her music yet?
Have not heard her music yet. Wasn't aware that she was singing. She
has a playlist, but it's private. I don't know if she's publicized them yet, but there's a song called H on there. She's got some pipes. I'll just say that. It says, Jen, you are wonderful. She says, Jen, you are a wonderful soul. Remembered when you allowed me to request my own crappy songs, which they're not crappy, by the way. I would have told you and given you my honest opinion if I thought they were crappy. I said, keep going. And she recorded these songs a couple of years back, and more than a couple of years back, actually. And I said, please get back in front of that microphone because you're worth it, And I dared to do it on 3 channels. one laughed at me saying, "We won't turn to independent reactors." It was sad.
What does that even mean? We won't turn to independent react. What does that even mean?
Well, I don't even know what that means either, but shitting on somebody's dream just to get yourself noticed more is bullshit.
Oh, maybe we won't do indie bands, or we won't react to anybody who's on a major label. Why? Indie bands aren't going. You're not going to have nearly as many copyright issues. I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
You know what? Upchurch. You know who Ryan Upchurch is?
No.
Okay, so he's from Nashville, Tennessee. He's got he did the first time I seen Upchurch was on Facebook, and his name's Ryan Upchurch, and he did a cover of Alice in Chains' Nutshell. You know that song's not very long, right?
It's not very long. I wasn't the biggest fan of that song. I did a reaction to it, and it
one of my favorites.
I was it's pretty good. I mean, it's an okay song. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's horrible by any stretch, but I just wasn't a big fan of it myself.
I loved Alice in Chains. I was a huge Lane Staley fan, Jerry Cantrell, but his cover of Nutshell was what drew me to him. I was like, oh my God, but he does country rap, rock and roll. He's a genre hopper, but he makes it work. He does it seamlessly, right? So he's an independent artist. He owns all of his own music. He has his own record label now. He's very popular, millions and millions of subscribers on YouTube. When I do his reactions, a copyright claim comes up, and you know what? My rationale is, you know what I write? I write Creek Squad, motherfucker. And that's it. I don't even put the copyright dispute disclosure in there or not. I just go Creek Squad, MFer, LOL. Yeah. And I shit you not. The second I get that email that your dispute has been filed, I get the congratulations
claim released.
The claim released. And I think that Upchurch is one of the most purest souls, he's so genuine, but a lot of people misconstrue him because he's from the South and he's proud of his heritage. He's been called a redneck, white trash, all of this. He doesn't let it bother him. He just keeps going on with his stuff. He's a very loving person, a very community-based musician as well. And he brings a lot of people together. And he's like, I don't care about this bullshit. Because if he has a Southern flag, like the Confederate flag in his videos, people are like, that's racist, but it's really not. If you really learn the history of
it's history, folks. I mean, I love this cancel culture. We're going to erase history because it offends us. Ladies and gentlemen, I got some news for you. It's supposed to offend you.
Right.
Everything that happened in the past that offends you, it's supposed to offend you. It's supposed to upset you. It's supposed to piss you off. You know why? That way it doesn't happen again. We learn from our mistakes. But if we keep erasing these mistakes, guess what's going to happen? It may not happen in our lifetime. It may not happen 100 years from now or even 200 years from now. But
history
down the road,
will repeat itself.
It will repeat itself. It has
1,000%.
been proven time and time again.
Yeah.
So all this cancel culture, it upsets me because I'm like, we're making the same mistakes of our forefathers.
What we're doing right now.
Bad.
What the mainstream media, the politicians have done is pin people up against one another and divide them. It is undoing the civil rights movement. Everything what Martin Luther King Jr. lived and died for is now being undone. They are bringing back modern day segregation. Like if MLK had not been shot dead, he would be so
alive today. He would infuriated.
He would be so infuriated. He would probably drop to his knees and cry because of all of the hard work that he did to end segregation has all been undone. But these people in cancel culture, they have no fucking idea what they're doing, that they just undid everything. You're right when you say we need to learn from history. Is it very terrible? Yes.
It's terrible. What happened in the past? It was absolutely it was irrehensible. I mean, it was horrible. It was
horrific.
It was beyond horrific. And I agree that it should offend you. It absolutely should. And the more it offends you, the better, because that means we will be far more careful from letting it happen again.
Right. Right.
But,
Absolutely. I think that we have to come together and against cancel culture because let me tell you something. Everybody, number one, has a past.
sure.
Everybody. Now, you cannot sit here and tell me that you're going to judge somebody based off something that they said or did 10 fucking years ago. And you're like
Nope.
Ronnie Radke. Ronnie Radke in Falling in Reverse, another great artist right there, a great band, one of my favorites, Falling in Reverse. Tom McDonald, uh, all these these artists here that are speaking up against cancel culture, that are saying, look, man, you're going to Ronnie Radke and Zombified brought this up and said, look, you're bringing something back that was said 10 freaking years ago. And you guys are canceling, calling for the cancel of this person. Why? Because of something you did. Let me find out you did something 10 years ago. Oh boy.
That's the thing.
The
That's the thing
hypocrisy.
is these people who are sitting there waving the flag going, you know, we need to make this change and we need to make this happen. Well, guess what? Later on, they're exposed for saying something or partaking in something or doing something that is a complete hypocrisy of what they are, preaching. So it's
Right.
it's weird, man. It's funny that the people who are shouting the loudest have the most to hide, and I think that's part of the reason why they are shouting the loudest is because they do have the most to hide.
Yeah, because that's called a
So
diversion tactic.
it
That's
is
a
a diversion
diversion.
tactic.
That's going to say, "Oh my God, I'm going to focus all of all of your attention over here on this person, so you don't dare go looking at my skeletons in my closet."
Right.
Absolutely, the hypocrisy is disgusting nowadays. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if we don't come together now, though, this is going to be very bad. We're going to approach a civil war, and people have no idea. They have no
We
idea.
talked about this on the phone last time we had our phone conversation.
Yes,
You and I talked about this.
Yes.
If there is there is a civil war that's going to happen, but here's the thing: it's not going to be North or South. It's not going to be East or West. It's not going to be black or white. It's not going to be gay or straight. It is going to be 28, 36 different factions all against each other.
Yeah.
It is going to be a bloodbath. And
Right.
if 30% of the American race manages to survive this, I'll be impressed.
Right.
Because it is going to be a massacre on all fronts. It is
You
not
think
going to be
you
pretty.
think the mass shootings and the school shootings are
Oh,
bad now? Just
That's
wait.
nothing. That's
Yeah, just
nothing.
wait.
We'll be seeing death tolls of 10 to 15,000 a day.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
It is not going to be pretty. And the thing is, when it does happen, everybody's going to start pointing the fingers at each other again.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, oh, well,
Instead of taking responsibility for your part in it, you're gonna
Right.
always blame
point
somebody
the
else
finger.
because it's so
It's
much
their fault.
easy.
It's their fault. It's those people's fault.
It's Donald Trump's fault. That's all
And
his
then,
fault.
and then commence fire again. And tomorrow, 18,000 are dead.
You know,
Yeah.
I think like this. I think that it's everybody has their own free speech, their own moral
Sure.
compass, their own sexuality, their own agendas, their own opinions. It should not matter what somebody else thinks. And if somebody doesn't have the same ideologies as you, does not mean you can attack them. That is
No.
what I spoke with on my live streams. We have the older generation looking at the younger generation, scratching their heads like, wait a minute. So wait, you want to erase the genders, but I grew up so that is why I posted that video, because we have to respect the fact that there are older generations in this world that do not think like we do. Like when I was in the 90s getting all these tattoos and everything else, I was in my teenage years, and all the older people looked down on me for getting my tattoos. You know what? It didn't bother me. I didn't yell at them for not accepting. How dare you not accept me for my tattoos, right, you old schmuck. I didn't do any of that. I'm just like, okay. So I kept those tattoos to myself and I didn't make a fuss about it. That would just be like me saying, oh, I want to be tattooed. You don't like my tattoos. The hell with you. I think you are the devil. That's it.
You're possessed.
Right. It's just like you said, the people that are barking the loudest have the most to hide. And I think like this, man, you cannot demand that people start thinking like you do and don't
No,
accept your ideologies, because that means you're not respecting theirs.
right. No, I
That's
never
my whole
expect.
point.
I agree with you. I never expect anybody to have the same point of view as I do. I never expect anybody to do that. As a matter of fact,
Right.
I'm glad most people don't. But at the same time, you know, you don't have to necessarily agree with what I say. You may not have to necessarily like what I have to say, but you have to respect my ability and my freedom to say it. And I will be more than happy to reciprocate. I'll be more than happy to give you the exact same level of respect and freedom to say whatever it is that you want to say as well. You're entitled
100.
to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. You know, it's really that simple. And I don't understand why more people just don't understand that. But
Right. I think
anyway.
like this, what I agree with Brian. I have a past. I'm not ashamed of it. Help me make the person
Yeah.
help me make the person I am today. 1000%.
Yep.
We all have a past. Just 3
We've
seconds
all
ago
made
was a
mistakes.
past. We all have, and that's how we grow and we learn as adults. You know,
Absolutely.
I am not particularly proud of my past and the
Nope.
shit that I said or did. You know, my actions and my lifestyle choices. I was not my choice in men. I'm not particularly proud of. You know, but what I can say
No,
today
that's neither
is
here nor
everything. Shut up, David.
there.
Anything that every decision that I have made has led me to where I am today at my best. I am in my prime. I am the most compassionate I've ever been, the most loving, the most loyal. And even though I was loyal to every one of my partners in life, they were not loyal to me. It still did not change the fact that my loyalty runs to the bone, to the core, and I will be loyal. And when I see my friends get attacked or anything like that, I'm going to be there. That's just how I am. So I make a much better friend than I do an enemy. I would rather have friends than enemies, but
Amen to
you know,
that.
whatever.
But
You
my
can't win 'em all.
friendship, my friendship is not easily given. I've been burned. I know you've been burned. We've all been burned.
100.
But I don't give my friendship easily.
Nope.
But once you
I
have it,
mean,
once you have it though, you've got it. You know what I mean?
100%. Unless you do something real messed up to me personally, where you mess with me or my babies, then yeah, we're gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
But you know, I think like this: we all live, we all learn, and we have to go through these experiences. We have to learn about history so that we don't repeat the same mistakes twice. Because
Agreed.
what is it like an apology? What is it? It's apology. Oh God, there's a saying that I'm losing it right now, but hold on, I'll grab it in a second here. I seen one of my friends posted it. It made so much sense. She
While
posted
you're looking
it.
that up, hey, I haven't seen anybody asking questions. What the heck?
Oh, well, they're just listening to us bumbling on about bullshit here.
Yeah,
there.
the reason we're bumbling on is because nobody's asking us any questions.
Yeah, please ask some
Guys,
questions,
Q and
you
A,
guys.
man. Ask. This is the time. You guys have ever wanted to ask Jen something, or you ever wanted to ask me something? This is the time, because we've literally opened the doors.
We did
Ask
open
us-
the doors.
Ask us anything you've ever wanted to ask us. This is the time. So
I did find it. An apology
is.
without changed behavior is just
Yep.
manipulation.
That's true.
Say that again. Apology without changed behavior is just manipulation.
Amen.
Remember
to
that one. Remember that one. Remember that one.
Yep.
Let's see. I love this right here. Oh, Zoe. First, let me get this. Zoe, society has gone bonkers. Zoe, yes. Too much indoctrination in the media. Yes. 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 And then, oh God, I'm going to butcher your name, baby. Ephus. Some people need to learn that freedom of speech applies not only to them, but to opposing opinions. 100%. Yes.
Freedom of
Yes.
speech goes both ways.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. And that one. Yes.
That's a good one.
All love, no words.
Hey,
Thank you, Brian. Brian cuts.
Brian.
God, how do I say your last name? How do you say it? How do you
Knudsen.
say it? Knudsen.
I would say Knudsen, because the K is probably silent.
No, he said it's not. The K is not silent. I said
So-
Knutson, and he said
so
no.
Knutson?
Knutson. Like knife. Knutson. No.
That'd
The
be
K
that
is
make
silent and
the K
not.
is silent then. The K would be silent.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't. Why is knife spelled KNIFE? Knife.
It's
Should
English
spell.
language.
That I can't speak.
Watch the thing with George Carlin about the English language. Oh God, that was one of the best, one of the most insightful comedic sketches I've ever seen. Where he was like, boot, B-O-O-T, boot, right? Now, foot, F-O-O-T, no, foot, F-O-O-T, not F-U-T. Now, foot, F-O-O-T.
Knutson. There it is.
Is it Knutson?
Knutson.
Okay.
That is very original. I like it. All right, David, spill the beans. Boxers.
Oh,
briefs.
you want me to show you?
Where's my dollar bills? I think I got a dollar. Hang on, I do. I got one
right now.
I got $1.
I'm pantsless at the moment. I'm wearing something, but you want to look? I got no shame. All right, here we go. I don't know if I can see it.
Jump up. I got boxer briefs on.
There they are.
Neither or boxer
There
briefs.
it is. There it is.
Oh, that's
There's
awesome.
your proof. There's your proof. Boxer briefs. There's your proof.
Oh God. Oh, here we go. Jen. There goes Jen flubbing names again. Tampara. That's what I said to Flor Jansen, man. I was like, for the love of God, how do you say Tampara? And she's like, I think you got it very well. You got
Both.
it.
Do you watch the Fox News about Japanese bands with gaijin guys? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that.
Gaijin guy sounds awesome. Is it a good thing or a bad
Aren't
thing?
gaijins like Westerners? Japanese. I mean, I thought that's what gaijin was Westerners, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Where does Flor rank in your list of all-time favorite singers? I already know where. I already know where Jen stands. Oh God, there's a lot of great singers. Oh my God.
Oh, it's Deco Deck. You were just on his channel.
It's dichotic, yeah.
Oh.
He told me himself. He told me himself it's pronounced dichotic. So.
Dichotic. Well,
Yeah,
that's
dichotic.
Great, because I would have been like, "What's up, Deco Deck, motherfucker?" And he would be like,
he'd been like, "Close enough." No, he's so chill, man. He is so chill. He wouldn't have cared.
I see that you was on there. I gave it a little likes and stuff because I like,
What
a like on a video takes 2 seconds, you guys. All
Let's
right.
see, Flor. I'm gonna put Flor Jansen in my top 10 vocalists of all time. I'll tell you that, and that includes guys and gals. That list. Oh man, I would have to give some serious thought to that list. But I would definitely put her in the top 10 without question. I don't know if I would put her at number 1. There are so many phenomenal singers out there. I just did a reaction to Etta James, and I've always known she's a phenomenal vocalist, but I mean, seeing her do it live, it's different. Totally.
I never seen. Was it at? Did you do At Last?
No, it was. I'd rather go blind.
That's a good one, man.
God,
I love Etta James, man. Etta James is like, oh, I love Angelina Jordan, of course, Flor Jansen, Simona Summons from Epica, and Annika von Grossbergen. Oh, those are Within Temptation, Sharon, Charlotte Wessels from Delane. There's a bunch of singers that are just like, Brittany Slays is in my top 10. Alyssa Whiteglutz from Arch Enemy. She's in my
she's
top.
great.
Angela Glasgow, she's in there. Doro, she's really good. We are one. All we need. All right, Amy Lee Forever wants to know a guilty pleasure song.
I'm trying to think of that right now. As I saw the same thing from Amy Lee Forever. A guilty pleasure song. God. A song I'm not thrilled to say that I know. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I know the song, but I love it. It is a guilty pleasure. The song It's from Mr. Bungle. It's called The Girls of Porn. I love that song. That song is so freaking hip. I love that song. Speaking of hip, another guilty pleasure song of mine. What is Hip from Tower of Power?
I never heard of it.
That song cooks. Oh, that song cooks. Oh God, you should look it up sometime. It is it's a fun R&B. I wouldn't even call it R&B. It's just soul music, man. It's Oakland, California soul music. It's so good.
Jessie J is good. Davida is good. Oh my God, there's so many good female vocalists out there. Now, I have Flora Jansen as my queen supreme because of what she has done for me personally. The gaping hole in my heart. Yeah, she helped mend that. And I just had an instant connection with her. And then I later find out she loves whiskey Pantera, which I love Pantera. I've been a Pantera fan since 91, but I'm not a whiskey fan because I don't drink. When I do drink, I just get a massive headache, even if I have one glass. So I just stay away from it. And I don't smoke cigars, but Pantera.
Did I ever tell you the time I played on stage with Phil Anselmo?
No.
Okay. You've heard of Steel Panther, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, do you know that back in a long time ago, before they were known as Steel Panther, they were known as Metal School?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Back in the day, they were known as Metal School, and they were doing the triangle. They were playing in 3 different spots every week. They'd play out here in LA. They'd play this place. It doesn't exist anymore, but it used to be called the Key Club. It was on Sunset Boulevard. So we played a show at the Whiskey.
And the Whiskey A Go-Go. You played there. I told y'all he was famous.
I played there more times. Than I care to count. The Whiskey is a little bit of a dive now. They kind of went downfield, but anyway, we were going to be playing there, so we went down there to play, and we had like the 8:00 slot. It was ridiculous. We were the first band on. We got done, and we all said, well, let's go check out Metal School because we can get in, so we got in. Somehow, our lead singer, Paul, this was when I was in Madison Page, our lead singer, Paul, somehow he hooked up with a couple of girls who got us all into the VIP area. So we're in the VIP area, and we're hanging out, and the show starts, and everybody's having fun. Well, I saw Phil Anselmo was there. I saw the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold was there.
Were him and Phil partying together?
Not really. They were kind of just being acquaintances. There were a few people that were there. Jerry Cantrell was there.
Alice in Chains.
They brought Jerry Cantrell up on stage first, and they all did Man in the Box, and you could just see it on Jerry's face. He was so thrilled to be playing this song for like the millionth time. But he did a great job. He did a great job, though. Kudos to him. He comes off the stage. And they bring up Phil Anselmo, and they bring up the Rev, and they say that they're going to be doing a Pantera song. And you saw Lexi, their old bass player. He's not with them anymore. I don't know who the new bass player is, but Lexi, the bass player, walks over to Ralph and he whispers in his ear something, and we don't hear it. And you go and you hear Ralph go on the mic go, so Lexi doesn't know the song we're going to do. Anybody out there know how to play bass?
We were like,
and no, I didn't at first, but there was a bunch of people in the crowd that were all raising their hands. Nobody in the VIP area was raising their hands. So Phil kind of elbows me. I mean, not Phil, sorry, Paul elbows me. He's like, dude, raise your hand. I'm like, why? He's like, because you know the song. I'm like, yeah, I fine, whatever. So I raised my hand. Ralph looks right at me and goes, you know how to play? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you know what song we're doing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, you can come up here, but if you suck, we're going to kick you into the audience, and they're going to kick your ass.
Oh, great.
Crowd cheered. So I jump off the stage. I take Lexi's pink glitter bass. God, that thing looked so good on me. And the first thing I do is I walk over to
this is why he's my friend, man.
I walk over to the guitar player, and I'm like, what's his name again? God, Satchel. I walk over to Satchel. I'm like, I asked him, like, do you know this song? He's like, kinda. I'm like, okay, just try to follow me. I go back to Jim, the Rev. I go back to Jim, and I'm like, I know you know this. And he's like, you know it? I'm like, yeah, you and me, we're locking in. We'll be fine. And so we start. Allegedly, there is a video of this on YouTube somewhere. Someone actually sent me the link to it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the video. That's the night."
I need to see that.
We start playing it, and then Phil stops us and goes, "Before we go, if we're gonna play this fucking song, I want to see an old school circle pit." And then we go into it. We start playing. Now, the Rev and I, we were locked in. We were perfectly fine. Satchel is looking at me the whole time, watching my fingers. So I kind of turned to the side so he could watch my fingers so he could see the riff. And Phil was so drunk. He remembered the first half of the first verse, forgot everything else, and he got to the chorus.
Did you play Strength Beyond Strength?
No, it was Walk.
Oh,
and then the bass line.
So you played Rex Brown's part, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. After we were done, after Phil was done butchering it, dear Lord.
God, I know, man.
It was sad, man. It was sad, but we had fun. Phil at least remembered the chorus. We got through the first
this in
verse.
2018?
No.
Oh no.
School, SKOOL, Phil Anselmo. Let's search for that. There it is. Phil Anselmo and the Rev joins metal school.
Phil Anselmo and the Rev joins metal school. Phil Anselmo and the Rev join metal school.
School, SKOOL.
SKOOL.
I'll send you a link. I can't believe I found this. I got the link right here. I'll just send it to you in the chat.
Okay, we got to see this, man. I can't believe you're on the stage with not only the Rev, but Phil Anselmo and Jerry Cantrell. Get out of here, man. That's awesome.
No. Jerry Cantrell wasn't on stage for this.
Okay, but the Rev was.
The Rev was, and Phil Anselmo was, and I was, and we were up there. It was fun. It was a good time. I mean, I had fun playing with the Rev. I can actually say I got to play with the Rev. That was fun. Let's see. I just sent it to you.
Now this is pretty grumble.
The sound is horrible, and the video quality is horrible.
That's
from
all
what
right.
I remember.
Let's turn it down a little bit. There's David.
Whoa.
There's David. I hear your bass line, and I hear Phil and someone just whoa, drunk.
Drunk. Yeah.
Oh man. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab up the link here.
I love the video. Let me look at this really quick. Some guy joins them on bass. Yeah, screw you.
Is that what it says?
It says that, yeah.
Dang, well, I should have known. Some film and post has never bothered to look like it.
Some guy.
David's comments right there.
I should have known. Someone must have filmed it and posted it. Never bothered to look. Not a bad video considering the circumstances.
I'd say that is such awesome bragging rights to be on stage with Phil Anselmo, and just that's so cool. And the Rev, man, what a sad state of affairs that is. I did post a link, you guys, so if you guys want to save it and put it in a playlist and say I know that guy, and
you're not going to see me very well. The whole video is blurry as hell, but
yeah, it's okay. I think we're gonna do this. This guy, David Ellensworth.
Oh my God!
You could choose 6 rock stars dead or alive to form a band. Who do you chose? I'll post my lineup after you've answered.
Jeez.
Freddie Mercury on vocals.
Yeah.
Jim Morrison on backing vocals. Jimi Hendrix on backing vocals and guitar.
Wow. Okay. I agree with the Freddie
John
Mercury.
Bonham on drums.
I'll take Neil Peart.
Neil, damn you. Okay.
I'll take Neil Peart.
Neil Peart is better. Neil Peart is so much better than John Bonham. But John
No,
Bonham,
I think John Bonham is a better rock drummer. I think he's got better time.
but
I
Neil
like
Peart,
Neil Peart's technicality. I
yes.
like his laid backness. He really just knows how to lay back.
Yeah, he makes drumming like that with a kit with 60 plus pieces look easy. That's a
Bass player, me. Sorry. Look, I like how I play bass. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put myself in there.
There you go.
Keyboardist. Tough call. I like the keyboards from Iron Butterfly, but at the same time,
damn, that's an oldie.
But at the same time, I also like Tuomas's style. I'm gonna go with Tuomas.
Yes,
on keyboard.
Tuomas holopainen. There you
go. Guitar. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna.
Marco also plays the guitar. That's where he learned his. That's why you see him playing his bass like a guitar. He strums it just like a guitar.
I'm gonna take on guitar though. I'm gonna take my favorite. I'm going to take Joe Satriani.
Damn! Joe Satriani. He is such a beast.
Yeah, on bass, some guy. From Draug 79. Nicely done. Top mark, sir. Way to go.
I agree right here. Dimebag Darrell.
Dimebag. Oh, God.
And Vinnie Paul Abbott as a drummer.
But on rhythm guitar, I'm going to put Malcolm Young on rhythm guitar.
Malcolm Young from AC/DC.
From AC/DC on yeah. Man, his rhythm guitar, I'm sorry, his rhythm guitar was on point every time. I mean, I loved his style. And put Freddie Mercury in front of it all. I think you got a nice, solid band there, boy. I think you do.
Mama, life has just begun. Do you know I seen a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody to be more politically correct. They changed I'm just a poor girl, nobody loves me. She's just a poor girl from a poor family, sparing her life of this monstrosity. And I was like this. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? Bismillah. Yes, I will change the channel now. Yep. I was like, don't you dare butcher Freddie Mercury. He was as gay could be, motherfuckers. But I'll tell you what, today he would be like, what are y'all doing? What the fuck what are you all doing here?
David Gilmour on guitar. John. The Ox. Put John Entwistle on bass. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now
if I could not pick myself to play bass, if I had to pick someone besides me, John Entwistle, you'd be hard to beat that. Yeah, the Ox, man. That guy.
Who is he from? What band is he from?
He's from The Who.
Yeah,
the Ox.
Like the Who, not the Who, not the Mongolian throat singing.
No, the Who with God, Roger Daltrey. God, man,
that is a sick lineup. Imagine Freddie Mercury, Floor Jansen with vocals, David Gilmour on the guitar. You got awesome. the original drummer from Nightwish,
right?
John Entwistle and Tuomas. Wow, me.
That's not bad.
Shut up, Vic.
That's not bad.
Shut up. Look, man, I'd put it out there. I am not a singer.
That's you should have heard me. Lineup.
You should have heard me doing The Greatest Love of All when I was like 6. It was like
not Lemmy on bass. Amy brought up a great point. Not Lemmy on bass. You know what? I love Lemmy. I was very fortunate. I got to get to know Lemmy over a course of a number of years. The dude,
Killmister. What do you think Lemmy would say? What do you think Lemmy would say? The state of the world today. What would you think?
He wouldn't talk about it. He'd be so upset. He would not want to discuss it. He'd be embarrassed for the human race. He'd be disgusted. And I agree with him. Now, Lemmy was just such a cool dude, and I love the guy. I have all the respect in the world for him. I miss him terribly. Every time I do anything Motorhead related on the channel, I get choked up. because I think about all the times I got to hang out with him, talk with him, philosophize with him for hours. I would sit at the bar with him at the Rainbow. He would sit in front of his video poker machine. He invited me to sit right next to him, and he and I would drink and just philosophize. It was fun, man. Good times. But I would not choose him to be a bass player. He's don't get me wrong, he's a great rocker. He is, but the way he plays bass is he doesn't play it like a bass player plays bass. He plays bass like a guitar. So it's like when you say bass guitar, he is like the definition of a bass guitar player. The way he plays bass is totally different than what your traditional bass players do. Now one of the things I love about him, about the guy.
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's or Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck. Yes. Yes.
Joe Bonamassa.
He's a great blues guitar player.
Yep. I think David Gilmour is 100% a great guitar player, man. He is. Pink Floyd is just. They just put out "Hey You Rise Up."
How about putting Michael Brecker on the sax?
I thought you were just about to say Michael Bolton. I was about to kick
you.
No,
Michael Brecker on the sax. Or how about Eric Marenthal on the sax? That'd be good.
Arjen Lucassen. Oh my God. Arjen Lucassen is a fucking genius. He's one of those people.
Diddley. There you go.
What about BB King?
Oh,
I've seen him before live. BB King was
we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay.
Blues, baby. Rhythm and blues. Now that is the real rhythm and blues, not the R&B that we have today. Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Yeah. Tower of Power as the brass section. Yeah, we'll take the whole section. Do it. All of them. Especially Doc. We got to put Doc in there with that Barry sax. You got to have it on there.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm in control of. If I'm in control, I feel like I'm a powerful person. I have control of your comments here.
Don't let that power go to your head now, girl.
Never. Louis Armstrong. High sweet teas of green, red roses too. I love.
I mean, everybody knows that song, but there are some songs that I've heard from him that, like when he does "When the Saints Go Marching In," I've never heard anybody do it better than Satchmo.
I've never seen him do that. He was from New Orleans, anyways. Louis Armstrong. Yes, all right, you guys, we're gonna cut out. This was fun, David.
Yes, it was.
This was so much fun. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you. This was so. I think out of all of the collaborations that you and I have done, this is my favorite.
Well, there's only been 2, so there's not much to choose from.
No, we've done just on YouTube, we collaborate all the time on the phone and stuff.
Yeah,
like
on the phone, sure. Yeah.
But like to bring the communities together the way we have to talk about some pretty tough things today, I think we came out on top. I think that our love for Nightwish is just I know that you being a musician, you can give us the technical standpoint and the professional standpoint of what they bring on stage as a musician yourself, that you can, give us that perspective. And just as me, as a fan, as a diehard fan, I think that, it's such a beautiful thing to witness when 2 reactors can come together and just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and interact. And that's what this is supposed to be. It's all about is fun. Speaking of fun, where did she go? Amy Lee Forever. We forgot the theremin. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, the theremin is just too awesome for this super band. The theremin just stands on its own. Okay,
what is that?
You don't know what a theremin is? You know, in the old Star Trek theme, you heard that instrument?
Oh my God!
It's a theremin. It's a really. It wasn't even meant to be an instrument. It controls electronic and magnetic waves, and it creates sound through your hand positioning between the bass and the antenna, and it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how that freaking thing works. I've seen it work. but I've never learned how to make it work. Ooh.
All right, here's 11 million views over the rainbow.
This is not gonna sound good, probably.
It's probably gonna sound like shit. Sorry, guys. I have to see this now that he said it. 11 million views on this video, by the way.
Yeah. Yikes!
I couldn't play a fucking. I'm sorry, I have to stop it real quick. I cannot play. Look, man, I cannot play a video or a musical instrument that requires me to do this.
Wait, do that again? Yay! You just made so many single guys out there happy. You have no idea. Now they have something to loop. Gentlemen,
make a gift. Make a gift. Go ahead.
Going to Vegas. Going to Vegas and start. Yeah. Oh! 2. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. No.
I am done with the internet.
Stop the presses.
I've embarrassed myself enough.
You did not just. You have defiled yourself, woman.
I'm not a virgin. Is that what you mean? All right.
Oh, look at all the comments. Oh, look at all the laughy faces. Oh, that's great. You just made a whole bunch of people happy. Way to go, Jen. Good job. I applaud you. I applaud you. She's doing it more. Wow.
That's what I would be. I would fucking piss myself laughing if I had to perform on the theremin.
You just made so many single guys happy. You have no idea.
I know. Behave. All right, y'all. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be back
next Sunday. Are we doing this again?
Oh yeah, we're concluding. We will start things off with "Dark Chest of Wonders." David,
sounds good.
Favorite Nightwish song.
I love that song. God, that's my favorite song.
My favorite song is coming up. Well, actually, they didn't. I don't think they played Everdream in this one. Nah, they don't. My favorite from this set list is gonna have to be Ghost Love Score, then The Greatest, and then Last Ride of the Day. Yeah. Oh wow! All right, y'all.
Nice.
My singing is just fucked. All right,
careful.
I love y'all.
You're gonna be offending some people if you're not careful.
What else is new?
Right?
If I didn't offend you today, my job was not done.
No, it was not.
All right,
All
guys.
right.
Thank
Squirrel
you so
Squad.
much.
Squirrel Squad, feeling you. And we'll see you next week. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. You guys were amazing. I have no drama here today. It was amazing, man. High five. Nice. Wait. Oh, wrong side here. No,
there it is. And wait. I'm almost lined up.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All
right, you guys. Thanks again. I'm just Jen and with David Heretic. See you guys next Sunday. We're doing same time. All right, guys. Love y'all.